squad cars. General Motors and their dealer organization throughout Southern Africa proudly bring you the drama, the danger, the thrills, and the facts when the long arm of the law travels in squad cars. The story you're about to hear is true. Details are supplied from the official case files by the South African police. Only names and places have been changed to protect innocent people involved.
(3:45 p.m. on Thursday, the 20th of August. The premises of the Sentinel Clothing Company, Seamet Road, Doornfontein, Johannesburg. The cashier, Mr. Henry Childs, is making up the wages. His back is to the office door. He neither sees nor hears it open, but he does hear it close.
Don't close the door. It gets very stuffy in here.
Well, isn't that just too bad?
Eh?
Don't turn around or call out. Put your hands on the desk.
What?
Do as you're told and you won't get hurt.
Yeah, what the devil
I
do you
said
think?
don't turn around.
Too late now, Murray. He's seen us.
Oh, I know you. Maurice Kirkman. You used to work here.
Henry, you've just opened your mouth and put your big foot in it.
So intent are the two would-be thieves on the money in front of Henry Childs that they fail to see a Bantu employee of the Sentinel Clothing Company on a ladder outside cleaning the windows. He gets a fright when he sees the two men confronting Mr. Childs with a pistol. Cautiously, he backs down the ladder until he reaches the ground. And then he runs across the yard to the factory supervisor, Mr. Hyman Lewis.
Buzz!
Yes, what is it now?
He's Scallop's Buzz with a gun.
Where?
In Buzz Henry's office. He's there with all the money.
How many?
It's two men, Europeans with a gun, Buzz.
All right, Phineas.
We must get plenty boys with carries, master.
No, not if they got a gun. This is a job for the police.
That's the idea, Henry. You scrape it all together into a pile. And we'll have it in those two bags. Nice and convenient, eh, Fanny?
Yeah, one for you and one for me.
You get 10 years for this.
They're going to have to catch us first. Put the money in the bag. Have you got it, Fanny?
Yeah, I've got it.
Come on, Henry, look lively. Fill the other bag.
I always knew you were
And
no good.
spare me the sermon. The money in the bag.
What are we going to do with him?
Well, I've got it all figured out. Open the door and see if the coast's clear.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. What you gonna do with me?
It's a surprise.
Please, Murray, I'm a married man with children.
Yeah, that cuts no ice with me. You can identify us.
No, but
How are you about, Murray?
Right.
look, I won't say a word. I never saw you before.
Oh, you weren't. Why should you?
I'll give you my word. I don't want to get hurt.
Come on, Murray, what are we waiting for?
Please, I beg you.
Sorry, Henry.
Yeah.
Go down, you fat pig.
You've killed him.
Of course I've killed him. He recognized me, didn't he?
But you'll swing for this.
Don't you go chicken on me.
But I didn't bargain for this. You never
I
said
didn't
that...
think about it. Come on, let's get out of here. We're wasting time.
They'll have heard those shots. They'll be coming.
Just keep your head and we're going to be all right. Put a hanky around your face.
But, I haven't got a hanky.
Oh, trust me to get saddled with a twit like you. Pull the collar of your coat up then, but hold it over your face.
All right, right, Bill.
Yeah.
Henry!
I told you they'd come.
You just do as I tell you and we'll be all right.
Come on, let's get out of here.
The money, you idiot. You're leaving the money.
Henry, are you all right?
How does this look?
Fine.
What's going on in there?
Oh, come on, Fanny. Stay close.
Here, what do you people think you're doing? What's going on here?
Unless you want some of what he got, you'd better step aside.
Henry!
Sit on the floor.
On the floor? Lewis!
We're going to have the whole factory up here just now. Hurry it up.
That's better, Mr. Lewis. And just you stay put until we've gone.
Control to car 31. Control to car 31. Come in 31. Over.
Go ahead, Control. Over.
State your position 31. Over.
We're proceeding east along Market Street, just passing the corner of Gold. Over.
We've received a call from the Sentinel Clothing Company, 157 Seamet Road. An armed robbery is in progress. 2 Europeans are holding up the company cashier. Over.
We're on our way, Control. Over and out. Come on, Constable. Get this brute some petrol.
Go on, Fonny. You get the car started while I keep them covered.
Yeah, right.
Now, as long as everybody does as they're told, there won't be any more casualties.
Okay, come on.
Easy does it now. You just stay put. No sudden movements. That's the idea. Now open the door for me. Okay. We're in. Now move it. It should be where that open gate is, Sergeant.
Yes, 157.
Car coming out of the gate, Sergeant.
Yeah, in a devil of a hurry, too.
You think it's them?
They're behaving very suspiciously. Let's give them a go. 31 to Control. Come in, Control. Over.
Go ahead 31. Over.
We've arrived at the Sentinel Clothing Company to find a car leaving the premises at speed. It contains 2 male Europeans. I think we should pursue. Over.
Very good 31. Keep me posted of developments and I'll send another car to the factory. Over and out.
Blasted coppers.
Are they still with us?
And how?
What are we going to do? This car hasn't got the power.
Well, we'll just have to be smarter than they are.
But it's uphill here and they're gaining on us.
Just listen to me. Get in front of this big truck on the right. Change lanes and then pull in front of him.
And then?
Then bump over the island in the middle of the road. We'll go back the other way.
But I can't do that. I'll ride the car off. I'll bust the sub and the suspension.
You want to swing at the end of a rope?
What do you think?
Then do as I say. Trust us to get stuck behind the slowest truck in Africa, Sergeant.
You'll be able to get through just now. Look out, the truck's braking.
What the devil?
They've jumped the island in the middle of the road. They're going back the other way.
What do I do, Sergeant?
Get after them.
I can't. Look at all that traffic coming down the hill.
Try and keep an eye on them. I'll get out and stop the traffic for you.
But do you want me to go the same way over the island?
Yes. And hurry up.
And we're taking the prisoners to Parkview Police Station. Over.
Very good, 23. Let me have the charge sheet details as soon as you can. Over.
Will do, Control. Over and out.
9 to Control. Come in, Control. Over.
Receiving you, 9. Over.
It is a murder case at the Sentinel Clothing Company. The cashier, a man by the name of Henry Giles, has been shot
31 to Control. Over.
Stand by, number 9. Go ahead, 31. Over.
The 2 men we're chasing from the Sentinel Clothing Company have doubled back down Harrow Road. They've managed to get quite a start on us. They're well down Seamet Road by this time. They're in a grey Typhoon registration number TJ255697. Over.
9 to Control. I think we're in a position to intercept. Over.
Good afternoon, sir. Constable Longer, Radio Headquarters, Brixton here. There's been a murder at the Sentinel Clothing Company, 157 Seamet Road.
157 Seamet Road, yes?
The cashier, a man called Henry Giles, was shot dead while making up the wages. The suspects are being pursued at the moment in the vicinity of the crime.
All right. I'll get out there right away.
Can you see him, number 9? Over.
No, hasn't come into view yet. Over.
Well, he should have done, sir. I can't understand it. Over.
Perhaps he's turned off on the way. He could have gone along Saratoga Avenue or Charlton Terrace. Over.
We're coming to those traffic lights now, sir. It's a case of making a decision. Left or right. Over.
Well, you'd be a mug to take Saratoga Avenue. That way it'd wind up in Yeovil and Hillbrow. The traffic's murder there. Don't you think I'm right? Over.
Turn left, Constable.
Right, Sergeant.
Charlton, tell us it is, sir. Over.
We'll try and help out. We'll cut through past Ellis Park in the hope of picking them up. Over.
Right, sir. We'll keep in touch. Over and out.
We've got another decision to make, Sergeant. This road turns right at the end and becomes Bertram's Road. What do you think?
If it were me, I'd take it. You can move faster downhill. Let's take a chance. Turn right. Keep an eye on those kids on the pavement. They're playing with a ball.
I've seen them, Sergeant.
There they are, at the bottom there. They're turning right.
Yes, sir. That's Furrow Street.
Car 31 to car 9, over.
Go ahead, 31, over.
Our quarry has just turned into Furhout Street, over.
That's a dead end. There's the railway line at the bottom. We're in Curry Street driving southeast. We might be in time. We'll do our best anyway. Over and out.
Made a mistake, Murray. It's a dead end. What do I do now?
Don't panic.
But we didn't shake those cops off. They're still after us. They did the same thing we did back in Harrow Road there.
All right. If we're in a dead end, we've got to get out of it.
Huh?
Turn down one of those side streets.
Oh, left or right?
Left. Let's try and find a long stretch we can gun this baby.
There's a cop car.
Where?
Coming out of that street on the right. What do I do now? He's pulling across the road.
All right. Ram him. Hit him as hard as you can.
I can't, Murray. I'm too scared.
I'll belt you one if you don't. Now tramp the gas. Hard.
Squad car number 9, driven by Sergeant Van Heerden and crewed by Warrant Officer Bradshaw, emerges from 8th Street to intercept the Grey Typhoon driven by Farnes van Lochrenberg. The grey car bears down upon the police car at high speed. The police officers are sure it'll stop. It has to stop, but no. The warrant officer is killed instantly, and Sergeant Van Heerden is thrown out into the road, breaking his pelvis as he falls. Farnes van Lochrenberg is pinned behind the steering wheel, the column of which has slammed into his chest. The near side door of the Grey Typhoon bursts open, and Morris Kirkman falls heavily into the road, onto his left side. Very dazed, he lifts himself onto his hands and knees. He finds that his left arm is useless. It's broken in several places. He staggers to his feet in time to hear a car approaching at speed. It's squad car 31. He runs as best he can for the corrugated iron fence at the end of the road. Fear lends wings to his heels. He reaches and clambers up the fence in spite of the fact that he can only use one arm.
He's gone over onto the railway line, Sergeant.
I've never seen anything like it. Talk about a gymnast.
Do we go after him, Sergeant?
I will. Help me up.
Then I shall report in.
Yes, I don't like the look of that pile up back there. Right. Ready?
Right, Sergeant. At the end of Furrow Street, Troyville, the sergeant's gone over the fence onto the railway line after him. Over.
I thought you'd better know, sir, in case you wanted to join him. Over.
All right, thank you. I'll do that. Over and out.
Meanwhile, Morris Kirkman runs along the sleepers of the railway line northwest in the direction of the city centre. Sergeant Bestbeer gives chase.
Stop or shoot!
But the running man with the shattered arm pays no heed. The sergeant looses off a shot, but the range is too great. Coming down the line towards Morris Kirkman is an engine. Kirkman signals to the driver to stop.
Yeah? What's the trouble?
Get out the way. I'm coming up onto the footplate.
Oh, sorry, man. It's against railway regulations.
I said get out the way.
All right. Don't go waving that gun around. That's not necessary.
Stop!
Are the police after you?
Yeah.
Huh?
Get this thing going back the way you came.
I can't do that. I'm going to Germany.
You'll catch it serious just now. Get this thing going back up the line. And tell your fireman friend that I don't want any nonsense out of him either.
Oh, we better lose his escort. That policeman shooting at us.
You're a very bright boy. You catch on fast. Now two can play at that game. Yeah, copper. You don't like that, eh? Now, come on, you. Agitate that driving lever. Get this thing out of here.
Yeah, okay.
The lieutenant, having raced to Voorhout Street, arrives to find 2 ambulances at the scene of the smash. There are firemen there, too, trying to extricate Farners van Nokkerenberg from behind the wheel of the Great Typhoon.
Yes, sir. He got away. He jumped on a locomotive and forced the driver at pistol point to take him towards town. There was nothing I could do. There was no cover out there for me, and he was taking pot shots at me, sir. And then when the loco gathered speed, I just couldn't keep up.
Gone up the line, eh? Oh, must get to a phone. What was the number of the locomotive?
It was 1366, sir.
The Railway Police, Captain Pienaar.
Lieutenant Labuschagne, sir, Brixton Motor Squad. There's a locomotive just left the south of Ellis Park Halt. The diver's being made to take it in the direction of town at Pistol Point, sir. It's a murder suspect we're after. The number of the locomotive is 1366. Is there anything you can do?
I don't know.
We'll have to act fast, sir, otherwise we'll lose him.
Yeah, I'm thinking. How would it be if we diverted the loco into a dead end at Braamfontein marshalling yards?
Oh, first class, sir. How will you do that, though?
I'll alert all pointsmen and traffic control. Tell them it's an emergency.
It's getting dark as the lieutenant files into squad car 31 with Sergeant Vespear and Constable Flarver. As they speed across the city, the lieutenant takes the microphone out of its holder on the car's dashboard.
Lieutenant Labuschagne in car 31 to control. Over.
Go ahead, 31. Over.
I want some help. Our destination is the Braamfontein marshalling yards. A locomotive with a suspect in the Sentinel Clothing Company case on board is being diverted into a dead-end line. I want a reception committee on hand to meet him. He's armed and desperate. I suggest that whoever you send comes equipped with tear gas and lights. It'll be pitch dark soon. That can only help the suspect. Over.
Very good, sir. Your request will be complied with, and all the help you need will be there in a matter of minutes. Over and out.
Why is this thing moving so slowly?
Well, because the pressure's dropped.
What's happened?
We haven't been firing the boiler.
Why not?
Because you told my mate you don't want no nonsense.
I didn't mean for him to stop work. What's his name again?
Koos.
Well, Koos, get stoking. Like your life depended on it.
Yeah, okay.
Where does this line go?
Depends on the point.
What do you mean?
Well, if the line's open, we can go all the way to Cape Town.
Yeah.
We would have to stop for water and coke.
Well, I'll have to think about that. Just keep going. Faster than this.
All right, everybody. Just pay attention. These buffers are the end of the line for locomotive 1366. I want you to position yourselves accordingly. Set the lights in position, but leave them off until I give the word. Just remember that the engine driver and the fireman are likely to be on board. Take your lead from me. Keep quiet and keep out of sight. I'm told that railway traffic control were able to divert the locomotive in time, and that it can only wind up here. It won't be long either.
What's the game? Why you slowed down?
I had to. It's a very busy part of the line. I can't go tearing through here at 30 or 40 miles an hour. It's not safe.
See. Where are we?
Opposite the old cemetery, I'd say. Don't you think so, Koos? Where's Koos?
He was here a moment ago.
He must have jumped off.
Is that why you slowed down?
No, never.
If I thought that, I'd break your scrawny neck.
Then who would drive the engine?
Don't get too cocky, my friend. I've seen the way you drive this engine. I reckon I could handle it.
Yeah, and who'd stoke for you?
Yeah, well, you just take it easy, huh? And don't you try and jump. Just remember this pistol, eh?
Yeah, I'm not likely to forget that in a hurry. Do you mind if I just look out the window?
What for?
Just to see where we're going. See what's going on.
All right. But no tricks.
I'm not going to do anything silly. I want to get home to the wife tonight.
Oh, don't count on that. This trip may be longer than you think.
Oh, I doubt it.
Why do you say that?
Because they've shunted us off onto a siding.
Who? What for?
I don't know, but I'm going to have to stop. There's buffers up here.
Oh, can't we go back the way we've come?
I suppose so.
We'll see to it, man.
Man, don't prod me with that gun. It's not going to go off.
Now back it up. The other way.
I'm afraid that's not going to be possible.
Who's that?
Police! This area is surrounded. You'd be advised to give yourself up without a fuss.
Get this thing out of here and double quick. Come on, reverse.
All right.
What's going on? Try again.
No, it's no good.
We spread grease on the lines before you got here. The wheels will never get a purchase. You're stuck. So you may as well come out with your hands up.
Yeah? Well, you just try anything and the old man gets it.
He's got a gun here.
You shut up. I'm getting out of here and the old man comes with me.
Don't be a fool. What have you got to gain by all this?
My freedom.
And how far do you think you'll get?
The old man here is my ticket. I've got nothing to lose. One false move and I'll shoot him.
All right. Let's have the lights on. All these lights should serve to convince you that you're heavily outnumbered and surrounded. You haven't a hope of getting away.
We'll see about that. We're coming out.
Do you think he means what he says, sir?
I do, Sergeant. He's killed once. He's a loser all the way. There's nothing to stop him killing again.
So what do we do, sir?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
We can't open fire for fear of hitting the driver, sir.
But, yes, a sniper wouldn't.
I beg your pardon, sir?
We need a marksman with a rifle fitted with a telescopic sight. We could pick him off easily at this range. Could never manage it with a handgun. Sergeant.
Yes, sir?
Go and get on the radio. Fix it with control.
All right, sir.
You hear me? We're coming out.
Why don't you just put down the pistol and save us a lot of trouble? Yourself included.
Yeah, don't try and soft-soap me. I step off this footplate without my pistol, and I walk straight into the arms of the hangman. Not a chance.
You're endangering the life of an innocent man. Let the driver step down.
So that you can pump tear gas shells at me? You'll have to do better than that.
Oh, we're in no hurry. We'll hold on for days if necessary.
I won't be sticking around that long. I'm coming out.
I think it's only fair to tell you that we have two snipers, one on either side of the track. They're expert marksmen and their rifles are fitted with telescopic sights. You haven't got a chance.
Yeah, you're bluffing.
Well, if you think so, try it and see.
I got through to control, sir.
Yes, and?
There's a man in his way, sir. It's only a couple of minutes from here.
Heaven knows how I'll keep that lunatic in the cab of that locomotive till then.
Are you ready, Pops?
There's going to be shooting, isn't there?
And if there is, you'll be the first to get it.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought.
Call to them. Tell them to hold their fire. Tell them we're coming out.
Oh. Please, don't shoot. Don't shoot. He means what he says. He is a desperate man. If you shoot, he'll shoot me.
That's good, Pops. Now let's go.
The engine driver, only 2 years away from retirement, is very frightened at the prospect of stepping off the footplate onto the ballast between the rails below. He fully realizes that the man with the pistol is desperate enough to kill to make his getaway. He also realizes that the police are anxious to secure an arrest. It looks as though the man will be caught in the crossfire from either side.
Oh, well, if we are going, I might as well leave things properly.
What do you mean?
The engine. I can't just leave it like this. I must close it down and damp the fire.
There's no need for that. It's a waste of time.
Listen, I have been on the footplate for 40 years. I never left an engine yet without leaving things right for the next crew.
It doesn't matter.
Maybe not to you, but it matters to me. Concerns a man's pride in his work.
All right, get on with it. And hurry up.
Well, first we apply the brake, and then we close the steam valve. I just move back a bit.
My face! My eyes!
Displaying great presence of mind and not a little courage, the engine driver, Johannes Barents, positioned Morris Kirkman so that his face was directly opposite the steam valve in the cab. And instead of closing it, as he said he would, he opened it full blast. He scalded his hands in the process, but his action had the desired result. The gunman was completely disabled. He was arrested and carted off to hospital. At his trial, some 5 months later, for his cold-blooded murder of Henry Childs, he was sentenced to death. His accomplice, Farnes van Nokkerenberg, died of the injuries he sustained in the car crash.
They prowl the empty streets at night, waiting, in fast cars, on foot, living with crime and violence. These men are on duty 24 hours out of every 24. They face dangers at every turn, expecting nothing less. They protect the people of South Africa. These are the men of squad cars. Listen again next Friday evening to another authentic story in our dramatic South African police series, Squad Cars, brought to you by General Motors, makers of the biggest and most exciting range of cars, trucks, and commercial vehicles in the world. Cadillac, Buick, Oldsmobile, Pontiac, Beaumont, Chevrolet, Opel, Holden, Vauxhall, Bedford, GMC, and Ranger, South Africa's own car.
Squad Cars. The story you're about to hear is true. Details are supplied from official case files by the South African police. Only names and places have been changed to protect innocent people involved. July the 3rd, 12:35 a.m. The last buses are returning to their depots. A street cleaning unit, its brushes hissing against the curbside, lumbers slowly along. The driver shivers and draws his coat tighter around himself, scant protection against winter's icy blast. In a dimly lit street off the lower end of Nugget Street, a squad car idly prowls along, the strong headlights piercing the blanket of darkness ahead. At the wheel, Constable Henk Duplessis whistles tunelessly between his teeth. The warmth of the human bodies inside the car causes the windscreen to mist over slightly. Constable Johnny Wilson leans forward and rubs his hand over the glass.
Only an hour and a half now, Johnny, and we're through.
The last stretch is always the longest, though.
This isn't like you, Johnny. You're normally the one who only starts living after midnight.
Hank, if you'd been to the party I'd been to yesterday, you'd also... Oh, but don't remind me.
You'll learn one day. Man, there's nothing wrong with you that a few aspirin and a good night's sleep won't fix up.
Attention all cars, attention all cars. 2 men reported to have escaped from Kronstadt jail this afternoon. Frederick Martens and Karl Vosloo. Suspected to be heading north for the round. Here is the description. Vosloo, 5'11", weighs 180 pounds, dark hair, 2-inch scar on his left chin. Martens is 5'9.5", weight 155 pounds, thick set with blonde hair. These men are not suspected to be armed, that's all.
I wonder how far they'll get. And if they're lucky with the lift, they could be here by now.
At 1:45 a.m., outside a house in Mayfair, Johannesburg, two men wait on the front stoop as the doorbell is rung.
Sure this is the house?
Of course. Max gave me the address before he got out.
Maybe he's going straight.
Max? Don't make me laugh. Anyway, even if he has, that's no reason for him not helping a couple of Chinas. Ring again.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's me, Max. Karl Vosloo. Let us in.
Karl, I thought you were still inside.
We'll tell you all about it when you let us in.
Us?
You remember Fred Martin?
Fred. All right, quickly, come in.
Who is it, Max?
It's all right. Someone to see me. Through here.
Well, it's a nice time to come visiting, I must say.
Talk about nag. Sometimes I wish I were back inside. I won't be long, Letty. That's one thing about being inside. No nagging wives.
You're married? I didn't know.
Well, sort of. She makes me sick. Anyway, never mind about her. Tell me about you two.
We did a duck 3 days ago. We're still hot. Got to lay low for a while.
No chance here, mate. Not with her. She talks too much.
Oh, then, you'll have to help us another way, Max. We must get well away. We need a car and a gun.
Max Albright has had enough of the boredom of going straight. He's ripe for excitement, and Vosloo and Martin seem to be the ones to be able to give it to him. Max gets hold of a gun stolen from his brother, a .32 caliber automatic. Hours later, in the early dawn, two men survey the cars parked in the Hillbrow basement.
Yeah, Max. This one's open.
Good. Get in. I'll get in this side.
Can you manage it?
Just twist this around here. Now, put her into neutral.
She is in neutral.
Fine. Just start her up then.
Listen to that engine. Like a sewing machine.
Let's get back and pick up Fred. You drive.
Yes. Better get him to do something about the discs.
Well, can you do it, Fred?
What? Forged third-party and licensed discs? Nothing to it. What worries me, though, is the license plate.
That's nothing. I know where we can get plates made. Any number you like, no questions asked. It'll take a day, though.
All right, then. We'll make it a Durban number plate, since that's where we're going. You go and organize the plates, Max. I'll fix up the discs. We should be ready to leave as soon as we have some cash for the petrol.
July the 5th, 12:30 a.m. Car 17 is proceeding from radio headquarters to the city center when the radio crackles into life.
Control to car 17. Control to car 17.
Car 17 to control. Come in, control.
Proceed to Chinese General Store at west end of Commissioner Street. Store's been burgled and the owner injured. Store situated about 100 yards past the Sour Street intersection.
Right, we're on our way. Over and out. Right, Hank, let's move it.
.35 a.m., and with a howl of tortured brakes, Squad Car 17 screeches to a halt outside a dingy little general store at the Chinatown end of Commissioner Street.
Okay, Johnny. This is the place. Let's go.
Come on now. Clear the way. Now move over there. Let us through, please.
Oh, police! Over here. Come quick, please. My father...
Is he badly hurt? Have you called an ambulance?
Ambulance coming. My father is shot in shoulder. You come see quick.
Okay. Lead the way.
Him inside shop. We lay him on counter. Over here. Over here.
You take a look at him, Johnny. Let me see what else I can find.
Yeah, all right.
Now what happened?
Me upstairs in storeroom. We working late. I hear shouting, then come. Come down, see father lying like that.
Did you see who did it?
No see. Men all gone.
Men? How do you know they were men?
Me see car drive away.
Which way?
That way.
Coming down Commissioner Street, making towards Krugersdorp.
Did you get the number?
No, just see car. Big white car, American maybe.
Here comes the ambulance.
How badly hurt is he?
He'll live. Nothing serious. A bullet went clean through the shoulder, flesh wound. Must have fainted from the shock. And here's the cartridge. I dug it out of a shelving behind the counter.
That's good going. You certainly don't need your eyes tested. Looks like a 32. Better hang on to it for the ballistic boys.
Hello, Constable. What's going on here?
There's your man lying over there. He's not too bad. Only a flesh wound. Mainly shock, I think.
You hang on for the murder and robbery boys, Johnny. I'd better radio this to control right away. These guys might cause more trouble soon. "1 a.m. and car 17 reports back to radio headquarters.
Which direction was the car traveling?
It made off west, towards Krugersdorp, down Commissioner Street.
Better get moving in that direction to see if we can spot anything. I'll alert the other cars in that area.
We're on our way. The search proves fruitless. Proceeding on the main reef road as far as Krugersdorp, car 17 sees no sign of the large white American sedan. In the ransacked Chinese store, the murder and robbery squad finds no fingerprints, no clues to give a hint to the identity of the robbers. The bullet found by Constable Wilson is sent to the South African Criminal Bureau in Pretoria. There, it is established the bullet was fired from a Barriger 32 automatic. July the 7th, 8:15 p.m. Outside a small block of flats near Joubert Park, an elderly lady is returning home from a visit to a friend. She turns into the entrance of the building as two men rush out.
Oh, my goodness, you should be more careful.
Quit your beeping. Come on, Fred, hurry.
Well, really,
Yeah, what's good for you? Just be on your way, lady.
I've a good mind to report this to the flat superintendent.
Look, we're sorry, lady. It was an accident. We're just late for an appointment.
Forget it. Let's go.
Goodness me. What rude young men.
Shaken but unhurt, the lady continues up to her flat on the first floor. The door to her flat is open. Inside, she finds someone on the telephone.
Why, Mr. Trollope, what are you doing here?
Oh, Miss Winters, I was just going to phone the police. The most extraordinary thing has just happened. I came down to visit you, and as I knocked on the door, two men rushed out and nearly knocked me over.
No.
Well, I looked in and found this.
Oh.
So I was going to phone the police.
Oh, goodness, what a mess. They've been stealing. So that's why they rushed out like that.
Did you see them?
Yes, I did. In the entrance. They nearly knocked me over. They drove off in a big white car.
Florida, July the 10th, 10:30 p.m. A Portuguese cafe owner, Eduardo Montero, is getting ready to close up for the night.
Sorry, it's all closed up for the night.
Shut up. Get over there.
Hey, what do you think you're doing
Put
here?
your hands up. Don't try anything or you're a dead duck.
What do you want? You want money? There's no money here.
Shut up, you. Carl, check the till. I'll keep him covered.
What's the matter with you, eh? I'm not a rich man.
You don't keep your hands up, you'll be a dead man.
There's nothing here. He's emptied it out already.
All right, where is it?
What do you want? I tell you, there's no money here.
Listen, we haven't got time to waste. Search him, Carl.
Here we are. 6, 7 rand only. He's got the day's takings hidden somewhere.
Oh, all right. I give you.
Well, where is it?
Well, I must bring my hands down.
Okay, do it slowly.
Yes, I do it slowly. See, very slowly.
Fred, look out. He's got a shotgun behind the counter there.
You're swine. They kill you.
Stop it, out of here.
Stupid. I kill you, I tell you. Shoot.
You've killed him.
It was him or me, wasn't it? That shotgun could have blown a hole in me the size of a football.
You've killed him.
Oh, quit beefing. Come on, let's blow.
Eduardo Montero's killers make off with 7 rand. In a canvas bag under the counter, they overlook 36 rand 40 cents. A witness across the street sees 2 men rush out of the shop. They're driven off by a third man in a large white American sedan. At Witwatersrand Rand Police Headquarters, a special briefing is held by Brigadier Peltzer. Johnny Wilson and Henk du Plessis attend, together with other squad car teams and members of the CID.
And so, gentlemen, from the facts on hand, we can assume the following. These robberies were not planned. They were very haphazardly executed. Secondly, we are now sure that 2 of these men are Vosloo and Martens, who escaped from Kroonstad a week ago. This we know by a set of fingerprints found in the Joubert Park flat. Thirdly, these men are desperate and will stop at nothing, as they showed us on their last job. As yet, we have no idea of the identity of the third man. This need not hinder us, though, in our search. We know the car is a 1962 model, a Fleetwing sedan, and we have a description of Vosloo and Martens. Lieutenant.
Sir.
Have you had any luck with garage attendants on the main roads yet?
No, sir.
As you've gathered, the lieutenant here has got his boys from murder and robbery checking all garages with a description of the men and the car. The minute anything comes through, you'll be briefed. Meanwhile, keep your eyes open and be careful. I repeat, these men are dangerous. Benner?
You sent for me, sir?
Yeah, Wilson, come in. Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Now, we've just heard from the police at Maritzburg. The garage attendant has reported a white 62 Fleetwing, which could be the one we want.
Martens and Vosloo, sir?
Maybe. But we've also had similar reports from Witbank and Nailstrom. Anyway, the point is I've got to get down to Durban for a regional conference. So I thought I'd get a lift in your car.
In our car, sir?
Well, it's advisable that somebody from here who's been concerned with the case should follow it up down there. And the murder and robbery boys here are all fully occupied. Well, how soon can you have the car ready? 4 hours?
4 hours? Yes, Brigadier. 4 hours. Yes, sir.
Though not the usual procedure, Brigadier Peltzer's decision to send Car 17 to Durban was not one to cause undue surprise. Constables du Plessis and Wilson had been involved with the case from the beginning, had attended many briefings regarding the situation, and as the Brigadier needed a car to Durban, it was a logical choice.
You know, Henk, I've come to a conclusion. We're mugs working in Johannesburg. This is what I call living, man. Boy, this sea air does things for you.
And from the way you looking around at the Popsies, it's not only the sea air. Just remember what we're here for.
Yeah, 2 days already and not a sight of that car. Man, every year but 62. Not one of them.
Oh, well, better move on. Let's drive further on along the Esplanade. Look at the crowds here. Am I glad our kids are not at school yet? Oh, it must be murder to have to come here on holiday in the middle of July.
Oh, but Henk, man, that's when all the talent's here. If you come out of season to a place like this, it's dead.
Hey, Johnny, if we get a few moments before we go back to Joburg, maybe we can go see the dolphins in the aquarium.
Oh, no, man, those are down in Port Elizabeth. Hey, look, Henk, there's a roadhouse. Let's pull in and check the cars there, eh?
Whoa, there are enough of them. Will we find a place to park?
Oh, there's one, over there. next to the red convertible.
Trust you, Johnny, to find the only parking spot next to a car with two girls in it.
Oh, are there? I didn't notice.
Well, here we are.
Well, there's certainly nothing in this vicinity. Look, you stay in the car and I'll see what I can find, eh?
Yes, sir. What'll you have? Hey, Johnny, that's not a bad idea. Like something?
Yeah, great. Look, order me a coffee while I take a look around, eh?
Got that, waiter? 2 coffees.
Yes, sir. Anything to eat, sir?
No, that's all, thank you.
Right, sure, sir.
I'll be with you in a moment, Hank.
Just don't drink my coffee when it comes, eh?
Maybe one of those girls won't mind coming over here. They could have your coffee.
Oh, I can just see you talking to a strange girl.
Now, let's see. There's a Fleetwing, but it's blue. White. A white Fleetwing. Definitely nothing here. Oh, well, better get back before my coffee gets cold. Well, thanks for the coffee, Hank.
Just remember, you pay next time.
Is your name Duplessis or McTavish?
Well, do we continue along the Esplanade, or do we turn into town now?
No, I think we keep going north, Hank. Go as far as the river mouth, huh? And check the cars at the roadhouse there.
Okay, Johnny. But I'm beginning to think these blokes aren't even in Durban.
Hey, Hank, pull up. Look over there. A white Fleetwing, and it looks like a 62.
Nice going, Johnny. That could be it. All parked and ready for us. I'm going to have a look at it. Looks all right. Number plates. License discs. They all match up. This car doesn't look stolen to me. It's got a Durban number. Well. Looks like we've drawn a blank again. Hey, wait a minute. Grote Griet. This is it.
Nice going, Duplessis. I like a man to use his head.
Oh, sir, it was obvious, really. Nobody's going to drive a 62 Fleetwing and leave the inside as dirty as that.
Anyway, you say that afterwards you trailed that car to the Frangway Hotel and the driver went in.
Yes, sir. And it definitely wasn't Vosloo or Martin's. And that hotel really convinced me. Imagine the driver of that kind of car going to a dump like that.
Right. Now, you go and join Constable Wilson. Radio control says the car is still up there. Keep out of sight until you see me go into the hotel. Then follow up. But act as if you don't know me. Just stay around the hotel lobby. Right, let's go.
"30 minutes later, Constables Wilson and Duplessis are sitting in car 17, parked a block away from the hotel. A small English car draws up in front of the Frangway Hotel. A tall, well-built man in plain clothes steps out and walks firmly into the building.
Okay, Hank. There he goes. Easy now. Let's go. I've got an idea, Hank. Let me do the talking.
Okay, Johnny. Here we are. It's all yours.
A friend of mine told me to meet him here, Mr. You know, the one who drives that Fleetwing outside.
Excuse me, can you tell me where the toilet is, please?
Oh, I beg your pardon, sir.
Yes, sir. The door next to the bar, down there.
As I was saying, this friend of mine, the one who drives that white Fleetwing.
Oh, Mr. Higgins. Yes, sir. Room 12, first floor.
Yeah? Who is it?
Message from reception, sir.
What is it?
You'll have to open the door, sir. I'm afraid.
Well, what is it? I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to put your hands up.
What's this?
Okay, Foslo, this is the end. Get back in there, no tricks. 38 makes a big hole in a man.
What's the fuss, Carl? What?
Ah, you too. No tricks now. Get against the wall and don't move.
Okay, sir. Duplessis down in the lobby.
Search him, Constable.
Yes, sir. Don't drop your hands, Martins. Get them up again.
Just lost my balance.
No, sir. Nothing on him. Now, you, Foslo.
What's so funny, Martins? We've got a murder charge against you. You find that funny?
What murder?
The Portuguese in Florida. We've got a fingerprint of yours to prove it.
Have you got the gun?
Now, just shut up and get back against that wall. Nothing on him, sir.
Nothing on them, eh? Keep them covered, Constable. I'd like another look in your jacket, if you don't mind.
Don't you trust your cops frisking?
Definitely nothing here. I wonder. Pull up your trouser leg. You don't. I thought so. Here we are. Barrier 32.
Abductor! He's making a boat! Oh, blast! Missed him. Hank! Get him! It's Martin!
Right! Halt, Martin! Halt! Halt!
Are you okay, Hank?
Yeah, Johnny. He ran into me. He's okay. He just shot his leg.
Yeah.
Swine, I'll get you for that.
Ah, forget it, boy. You'll get nowhere where you're going.
Okay, Foslo. Just don't get any ideas or you'll join your pal down there.
Are you okay, sir? I'm sorry I had to shoot so close to you up there. How did you know he still had a gun on him?
Man, he was just a little too confident. I had the feeling he was up to something. It was just a hunch.
Yeah, he must have pawned the gun when he stumbled while I was searching him.
I hope you rot. Not us, Martins. You. This piece of artillery is going to hang you.
Fred Martins and Carl Foslo were arrested in the Frangway Hotel by Brigadier Pelser and Constables Duplessis and Wilson. Max Albright was later traced back to his home in Mayfair, Johannesburg. The fingerprints from the Joubert Park flat and the door handle of the Florida shop, together with the gun, were enough to have Martins and Foslo found guilty of murder. Albright was judged guilty of aiding and abetting in the crimes and received a sentence of 5 years hard labor. On the morning of March the 12th, Martins and Foslo paid the supreme penalty. They prowl the empty streets of night, waiting, in fast cars, on foot, living with crime and violence. These men are on duty 24 hours out of every 24. They face dangers at every turn, expecting nothing less. They protect the people of South Africa. These are the men of squad cars. Squad cars. The story you're about to hear is true. Details are supplied from official case files by the South African police. Only names and places have been changed to protect innocent people involved. Johannesburg, January the 13th, 8:43 p.m.
On the 14th floor of a block of flats in Hillbrow, the caretaker comes across a young woman standing looking out over the night lights of the city. The young woman is holding a baby.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Can I help you? You looking for somebody?
No.
Been visiting somebody, have you? Yeah. You shouldn't be standing around like this, you know. It get very chilly when the sun's gone down. Haven't you got anywhere to go? Why don't you come to my flat? The wife will give you a cup of tea or something.
No. Thank you.
You know, I don't want to get nasty, but strictly speaking, you're trespassing. I mean, if you've got no business here, well, I could ask you to leave. You've been crying. What's the matter? Are you in some kind of trouble? Oh, now, don't cry.
Don't come near me.
I'm not going to hurt you.
Don't touch me. That's far enough. If you're coming in here, I'll throw the baby over.
Oh, now, look, miss, I don't mean you any harm. If you're in some kind of trouble, I'd like to help if I can.
Nobody who can do anything.
You know, it's been my experience in life, there's nothing as hopeless as it seems. And there's always somebody who's worse off than you are yourself. Why don't you come to the flat?
No.
I know what's on your mind, and it'd be a sin. Beautiful girl like you with a young baby. Your life hasn't even started yet.
My life is over and done.
That's no way to talk. Here, come and have a cup of tea.
No.
Oh, I don't want to leave you here.
I shan't be staying long.
Would you like my wife to come and talk to you?
No.
You're making things very difficult. Look, I'd like to stay with you and keep you company a bit, but Edna will be wondering what's happened to me. You like talking to me, don't you?
Don't mind.
Yeah, well, yeah. All right, well, now, you just hang on a sec. Hang on, I shan't be a minute.
Oh, Mike. What have you done?
8:55 p.m. The caretaker, a Mr. Asher, rushes down to his wife, who is in their flat on the ground floor.
Morris, whatever's the matter with you?
There's a suicide up on the 14th floor.
Not another one.
There is. Got a baby with her, too.
Oh, shame, poor little thing. What are you going to do?
I can't handle this myself. I've tried talking to her. I went as though to go and stand beside her, and she got all hysterical.
Oh.
I got the fright of my life. I thought she was going to do it then.
Oh, would it help if I talked to her?
She doesn't want to talk. Everything I suggest she says no to, and cries.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to call the police.
Oh, how shame.
Well, if she was by herself, it'd be different. But she's got that baby with her. She threatened to throw it over.
Oh, Morris, she didn't.
She did. We'll get the flying squad on the job.
30, police, Sergeant Williams speaking.
Hello, police.
Yes?
Look, I'm in Trevena Heights. It's in Hillbrow.
Yes?
I've got a woman here with a baby. She's very upset, and I think she's planning on jumping. I've had people like that up here before, but I've never had one with a baby. Won't you send somebody to lend a hand?
What's your name, please?
Asher. Morris Asher. I'm the caretaker.
And your telephone number?
447396.
6. Let me have you along there in a couple of minutes, sir.
Thanks. 14th floor, eh?
I've got it.
Right.
Goodbye.
Now what?
Well, you get up there. I'll wait down here for the police.
Right, Morris. Hello, my dear. What's all this? What's the trouble?
Please go away.
Oh, now what sort of talk is that? I'm not against you. I'd like to help if I can. What's the trouble?
Nothing.
You're not up here for nothing. We've had people like you up here before. Such a waste. And you with a beautiful baby.
Yes.
I can see you're not an unmarried mother. You've got a wedding ring. Has your husband left you?
No.
What then? Ah, there's no problem so big that it can't be discussed and straightened out. Oh, I've had problems in my life, I can tell you. Morris and me, that's my husband, we used to have a diamond cutting business. Diamond cutting and manufacturing jewelers. Morris's partner did him down. Business went bust. At our time of life. Now, where's the justice in that? But it's no good sitting around crying. You have to get on with life. Look at us now. We're comfortable enough. It's not Harton, it's not even Seraldine, but we're comfortable. So you see, you're not the only one with troubles. Now, why don't you come and talk inside? We've got a nice little flat on the ground floor. We can give you something to eat or a drink, maybe.
No. Yeah, wrong here.
Who's that?
It's my husband.
Who's he got with him?
Now, how would I know? Well, we had to get help.
Good evening, lady.
Don't you come near me.
No. Take it easy. Let's not get
Just
excited.
keep away. If you come in here, I'll throw my baby over. Oh,
what a wicked sin that
I will. I mean it.
I think she does. She said that to me when I first found her.
Now, listen, lady. Nobody's going to hurt you. There's not going to be any trouble. We think you should come away from here.
And go where?
Somewhere comfortable.
I like it here.
Now, come along, lady.
Keep away. One more step and the baby goes.
Oh, you're a wicked young woman.
All right. That's enough. Let's not lose our heads.
I've never heard of such a thing in all my life.
Edna, come away.
Yeah, shouting's not going to help.
Nothing's going to help. I'm going to sit up on this wall.
Morris, look what she's doing.
Edna, please.
Lady, come down off that wall.
Try and make me.
You know I can't.
That's right. You make one false move and over goes the baby, and I'll follow it.
Oh, Morris, I can't stand it.
Now, look, sir, I think it would be best if you left this to us. You just take your wife out of it, please.
Edna, he's right. Now, come away. There's nothing we can do. It's silly to hang around and torture yourself
she's
this way.
just
Now, come
so
on.
young.
Come
She's a
downstairs.
beautiful
Come
baby.
on.
She's got
Come on,
everything
come
to live for, Morris. It just doesn't seem right. Oh, you should be ashamed of yourself. It's wickedness. Oh, that I should live to see the day, Morris.
Henny?
Yes?
You'd better go downstairs, too, and tell Control what's going on here.
Yes, all right.
And, Henny.
Yeah?
Don't let any more people along here. There's been enough of us already.
Right.
What's your name? My name's Alan. Alan Smale. I'm from the border area, farming people. You? My dad wanted me to go farming, but I said no. I hadn't seen anything, been anywhere. Farming's not a job. It's a way of life. Start work with the sun and pack it up when the sun's gone. It's a long day. You have to have early nights to get through the days. Oh, well. Maybe I'll go to it later. Where are you from? How old's your baby? Well, I'd say it was about 4 months. Am I right? Is it a girl or a boy? You know, it's a funny thing about babies. You can place an order, but there's no guarantee about the stock you'll get. Do you want a hanky? You can have mine.
Don't come near me. I don't want any tricks.
No. Take it easy. I was just being friendly.
I know what you're after. You're trying to get close enough to me to pull me in. Well, it won't work.
You know, you've got a nice voice. I thought you were never going to talk to me. Won't you come down off that wall?
No.
It's an awful long way to the ground, you know. More than a couple of 100 feet.
I know what I'm doing.
You know, I can understand your wanting to do something like this. I mean, if you feel you've got nothing to live for, but to take the baby with you. What harm has he done?
It's a she.
All right. Why do you want to take her with you?
She'll be better off with me.
Do you think you've got the right to decide?
I'm her mother. She's mine.
Only for about 19 or 20 years or so. She's only on loan to you, you know. You realize she'll get married and be off on her
Oh,
own.
no, she won't.
You're very bitter.
I've been through a lot that's made me that way.
What's the trouble?
I just don't want to live anymore.
Why?
Because it's not worth it.
What's made you like this? You can tell me. Don't want to, eh? Well, never mind. You'll tell me when you're ready.
Why don't you go away and leave me alone?
I'd rather stay here with you.
You're just trying to keep me talking, aren't you?
I'm not trying to do anything. I just don't want you jumping down to the street, that's all. Haven't you got anybody to talk to? What about your husband? Where's your family? They wouldn't like to see you up here, you know. Caretaker found you, eh?
You're a very old fool.
You seemed like quite a nice sort to me.
Hadn't been for him, it would all be over now.
You can still do it if you want to.
And I will. Those people collecting down there in the street. I'll give them a show. I shan't be long. You're wanting to see me jump? Well, I shall. I'll give you something to talk about. Something to print in your newspapers.
9:34 p.m. Constable Smale's partner, Constable Henny van den Berg, is talking to Control on the patrol car's radio.
9 to Control. Come in, over.
Control to car number 9. I'm receiving you. Over.
That woman with the baby on Trevenna Heights. We need help. There's quite a crowd gathering there. They're blocking the traffic. Over.
All right, we'll send help. What's the situation? Over.
My partner's up there with her. She's perched up on a wall with the baby in her lap. If anyone makes a move towards her, she threatens to throw the baby down and jump after it. But my partner's talking to her. He's talking to her all the time. Over.
Do you think he's going to manage to persuade her to come down? Over.
I don't know. It's a very difficult situation. You see, it's not as if one of us could distract her while the other one made a grab. She's at the end of a sort of balcony thing. You can only get up to her one at a time. Over.
Could we rig nets on the floor underneath? Over.
I reckon if we tried, she'd jump. Over.
I think I'd better inform an officer. Over.
Right. But my partner's doing very well.
What is that? Over.
It's the crowd here. They've just seen the girl holding the baby over 14 stories of nothing.
Hillbrow, Johannesburg, 9:38 p.m. Constable Smale, dripping with perspiration from the tension and his efforts to hold the girl's attention, is taking his tunic off.
I didn't think it was, so hot tonight.
What are you doing with that jacket?
I'm just taking it off.
This is a trick. Forget it. Look, I'm holding the baby out in my arms.
Please, don't do anything silly. Just wait and talk to me.
Don't you try any funny business with that jacket.
I won't. I give you my word. Oh, see? I'm holding it over my arm, and I'll put it over the wall behind me. Here. Here we are. See? Now, please put your baby on your lap again.
I just don't get any bright ideas.
You know, if you're not careful, you're going to fall.
Then it'll all be over, won't it?
I don't understand. Beautiful girl like you obviously come from nice people. You've got nice clothes. Why are you doing this?
Because I've got nothing to live for.
Now, I'm sure you're mistaken.
You don't know.
Well, how can I know unless you tell me?
It's your friend.
Alan.
Yes?
Can I have a word with you?
Yes, all right. Now, you just hang on a sec. I shan't be a minute.
How are you doing?
I'm battling that.
I thought she was going to drop that baby just now.
Yes, so did I.
What happened?
Yeah, I was just taking my tunic off, and she thought it was some sort of a trick. Have you told Control what's going on?
Yes.
And?
They're sending help.
What sort of help?
More men to cope with the crowd, and Control thinks it's best that officers should come and take charge.
Yes, good.
How are you doing here?
Well, she hasn't jumped yet.
How are you going to get her off that wall?
I don't know.
Well, you'd better think of something.
But this is the 14th floor, right?
Right.
Oh, what's on the roof?
Ooh, flat boys' quarters, I suppose. Why?
Just thinking.
It won't be safe to do anything while she's holding the baby. I've got to get that baby away from her somehow.
Yes, but how are you going to do that?
I don't know. I'm praying for inspiration. Listen, I think I'll go and talk to her some more. Huh? You go and get a net.
What sort of net?
Well, ask Control to see what the fire brigade's got.
Okay. I wish you luck.
Thanks. I'll need it. Won't you come down?
No.
What happened to make you like this?
Had a baby.
Well, lots of women do that, but they don't want to go and jump off the tallest building in town.
They don't have husbands like mine.
Giving you a bad time, eh?
Are you married?
No.
When your wife, when you get one, is having a baby, be good to her.
Oh, sure I will.
She's going to need you. She'll be big and feel ugly with it. Her feet and ankles will swell. She'll feel the biggest front for miles around. She'll be jealous of every woman who isn't pregnant. She'll want a few sweet words, a little tenderness. She'll need reassuring. She'll want you to tell her that she's still the most beautiful and important woman in your life. Do you understand?
Yes. I think I do.
She'll be able to do without you telling her what a sight she is, how gross and unattractive, disgusting even. Don't say things like that to her.
No, I won't.
She'll be looking forward to the baby. She'll want to hear it cry, hold and feed it. She'll think it's a little miracle. She won't want you telling her that it's the last thing in the world you wanted, that it was a mistake, that would break her heart. She wouldn't be able to believe that you still loved her. Actions speak louder than words, you see. You remember that, won't you?
Yes, I will.
And at the last minute, just before the baby's born, don't go running to another woman. Wait. Be patient. Realize that what you shared with your wife before she was pregnant will come round again. Only it'll be more so. Your love will be fulfilled because of the baby. Your relationship will be richer. You see that?
I do.
Really?
Really.
You're a nice boy.
I was just thinking what a terrific person you are.
I used to be.
And you can be again. Time's a great healer.
I've got no one.
No parents?
No, they died.
No brothers, sisters?
I was an only child.
What about your baby?
I don't want her to endure the misery I've been through. I had no idea that life could hold such bitterness. When you've loved and trusted the way I did, life seems like a bad joke.
Oh, you'll love again. There's somebody somewhere who'd love to have the opportunity of looking after you.
Of hurting me again.
No. You'd be lucky the next time. I know you would.
I can't believe it.
What do you call your baby?
Angela.
Means angel, doesn't it?
She is.
And you're going to deny her the chance of growing up?
Yes.
Why?
Give me one good reason why she should live.
Well, she's a person in her own right, with a soul of her own. I don't think you've the right to decide for her.
I'm her mother.
And as her mother, it's your duty to protect her.
I'm going to. I'm going to protect her from all the terrible things that life could do to her.
So you're going to take her life before it's even begun? You're going to murder her?
Alan?
Coming. Just excuse me for a minute, will you?
Wait.
What?
Take the baby.
Yeah?
I'm the right to decide her future.
Won't you come down?
No. Be gentle with her.
I've got her.
Don't try and grab me.
I won't.
I promise you, she's looked after.
I promise. I'll go and give her to the caretaker's wife. I shan't be a minute.
Hey, how did you manage that?
I don't know. Here, take it.
Hey, what am I going to do with it?
Take it downstairs to the caretaker's wife. But don't be too long.
You need help?
Yes. Did you get the net?
Yes, they sent it over in a patrol van. Why, have you got an idea?
Yes. Listen, take a couple of fellows with you and go up onto the roof. You'll need the net. Whatever you do, don't make a noise. No talking. And watch your big feet.
Look who's talking. What do you want us to do?
Well, I'm going to keep her occupied. I'll talk to her the way I have been doing. Now, you lean over the wall above and be ready with the net. Have it bunched out, you know. And on the signal, you swing it down onto her. Instinctively, she'll duck away from it. And that'll be towards me in safety.
A bit risky, isn't it?
I don't think so. Anyway, we've got to do something. Has anybody from headquarters arrived?
Yes, Colonel Vermeulen.
What does he say?
Oh, he asked how you were doing. And I said it looked as though you were doing very well.
Oh, good. Well, show him the baby, and that'll prove to him at least that I'm on the right lines.
Okay.
And don't waste any time. Get up onto the roof with that net.
Right. Oh, what's the signal?
Well, if you lean over up there, you'll be able to hear what I'm saying. I'll pretend to sneeze. And the moment I do, bring the net down.
I only hope it works.
It's got to work.
10:27 p.m. The crowd in the street has grown. Newspaper reporters and cameramen have arrived. News of the sensational suicide bid has spread. Morbid sightseers from coffee bars and restaurants have gathered on the pavement. They've even invaded the foyer of Trevena Heights. Only firm police action keeps them from going up to the 14th floor and interfering with the efforts of Constable Smale and his colleagues. Constable Smale keeps the young woman talking. He doesn't know with any certainty whether his partner, Constable von den Berg, has carried out the instructions regarding the net. There has been no sign from above.
It's amazing how far you can see from up here.
Yes.
I've never been up here before.
First and last time for me, too.
You really mean it, don't you?
Yes.
You honestly think you've got nothing to live for?
That's right.
But what about your child?
My child doesn't need me.
I'd say she needs you very much. I'll bet she's still bawling her head off down there.
She'll survive.
Who's going to love her?
She's a dear little thing. Someone will give her a home.
You could do that.
No.
How old are you?
23.
Oh, there's plenty of time for you to recover from this. Meet somebody else and love again. Then you could give Angela a home. You'd be happy too. Life's very sweet, you know. Very precious. Well worth living.
I just don't happen to think so.
Just look at all those lights, eh? Thousands of homes, thousands of lives. It's amazing how they shimmer. I thought only stars did that. And there, that must be Turffontein, Rosettenville. Over there, to the east, I should think you can see as far as Brakpan. See? Ooh, this night air is very deceptive, isn't it?
Cold?
Yes, a bit. Ugh. I think I'm getting a dose of the sniffles.
I won't keep you much longer.
Excuse me. I think I'm going to...
Now!
Upon receiving the signal, the team of policemen who had leaned over the parapet above where the young woman was sitting swung the bunched-up net down and inwards with as much force as they could muster. The woman was caught completely unawares. She fell off the wall towards the waiting arms of Constable Smale. Later, the young woman was rehabilitated and reunited with her child. She subsequently married again. Constable Smale was highly recommended because of his ingenuity and capable handling of a very tricky situation. They prowl the empty streets at night, waiting. In fast cars, on foot, living with crime and violence, these men are on duty 24 hours out of every 24. They face dangers at every turn, expecting nothing less. They protect the people of South Africa. These are the men of Squad Cars. Listen next Sunday evening to another authentic story in our dramatic South African police series, Squad Cars, produced and directed by David Gooden.
Squad Cars. General Motors and their dealer organization throughout Southern Africa proudly bring you the drama, the danger, the thrills, and the facts when the long arm of the law travels in Squad Cars. The story you're about to hear is true. Details are supplied from the official case files by the South African police. Only names and places have been changed to protect innocent people involved.
A flat in Delano Court, Jeppy Street, Johannesburg. The occupants of the flat, Mr. and Mrs. Perry Brinkman, have just come home from a party.
What do you want to do that for?
I want to bang the door, I'll bang it.
Yeah, that's your frame of mind, is it?
Yes, it is.
Well, calm down. It's all over.
And what precisely do you mean by that? Is it all over for good? Or you mean the agony at that party is over?
Now, just leave it alone.
I want you to know that I've just about had enough. You made a fool of yourself and you made a fool of me. Everybody was talking about it.
Oh, about what?
The way you carried on with that Harding woman.
Oh, a mild flirtation. Nothing to it.
Nothing to it, eh? Well, just look at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, something bothering you? Yeah?
That lipstick round your mouth. Mrs. Harding's
I
lipstick.
didn't mean anything by it. She had a bit too much to drink, that's all.
I wonder how you'll carry on when I start this little game.
Don't pack it up.
Don't you talk to me like that. Who the devil can that be at this time of night?
Well, aren't you going to answer it?
Honestly.
Where is he?
We don't want any trouble, please. He didn't mean anything by it.
Get out of my way!
Perry, he's got a gun.
It's 11:43 when Russell Harding pushes Marge Brinkman aside and stalks into the flat brandishing a Schneider 32 automatic.
Where are you, Brinkman? I'm here.
Oh, skulking in the kitchen, eh?
Not skulking. I'm not scared of the likes of you.
Oh, is that so? Well, I thought that'd be your attitude, and that's why I came with this.
You don't frighten me.
You swine, you rotten swine.
Please, Russell.
Please, nothing. He deserves this. He's not fit to live.
Oh, don't leave it alone.
No.
Perry!
Don't cry, Marge. You're better off without him.
12:04 a.m. on the 8th of February. One of the many phones at Brixton Radio headquarters, the phones connecting the public with the flying squad, rings.
Police, Constable Williams speaking.
My name is Mrs. Brinkman. My address is number 43 Delano Court, Sheppy Street.
Yes?
My husband's just been shot. He's dead.
Who shot him?
It was a man, a friend of ours. Please send somebody over. I don't know what to do. Perry's dead and I don't know what to do.
Oh, well. Sounds like a nasty business for somebody. Well, keeping us busy tonight. What you got? A shooting. Oh, give me the 280. Thanks. Didn't have a chance to get her phone number. I was on the point of asking when she hung up. She says her husband's dead.
Oh, no. Who shall I give this one to? Number 9. Where are you, number 9? Over.
Just leaving a building site in Hillbrow. Some lunatic started an excavator. Had a devil of a time stopping it. It's all right, though. We managed to contact the director of the firm. Nothing serious, just mischief. What have you got for us? Over.
A shooting in Jeppy Street, Delano Court.
The name's Brinkman. The flat number is 43. She says that a friend of theirs did it. Over. Right, Control. We're on our way. Over and out.
Domestic trouble, sir.
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Right, get this thing moving.
Yes, sir. Delano Court. Can't remember seeing that one.
It's quite near the post office. Go via Klein and King George Streets. That's your quickest route.
All right, sir.
12:15 a.m. Car number 9, driven by Constable Maxwell and crewed by Warrant Officer Pringle, arrives outside Delano Court. The two men climb out of the car. They go into Delano Court and take the lift to the 4th floor. Number 43 is next to the lift, and the door is open.
Mrs. Brinkman? Anybody there?
Yes, please come in.
Good morning.
Morning.
What happened?
It was Russell Harding, friend of ours. There was some nonsense at a party.
What sort of nonsense?
Well...
Come on, Mrs. Brinkman. I know how difficult it is for you, but you must try and pull yourself together.
It's too dreadful. Perry's dead. He just doesn't bear thinking about. Awful. Awful. I'm sorry.
It's all right, Mrs. Brinkman. Whenever you're ready.
Well, we met at the Hardings a year or so ago. We got to know them through some other friends of ours. We seemed to hit it off as a foursome. We went everywhere together. I didn't know that, well, Perry had developed a thing about Joe.
Who's he?
No, it's short for Joanne. Joanne Harding. It started innocently enough. Little remarks, jokes. I had no idea it was leading up to something. But that's what happened. They began, Joanne and my husband, to see each other alone, if you understand what I mean.
Yes, perfectly. Go on.
Russell, that's Joanne's husband, became suspicious, and he had a private detective put on to following Joanne. That's when it all came out. There was a big scene then. But they both promised that it was all over. They said they'd been very foolish. They said they wouldn't see any more of each other. Anyway, we went to a party tonight, not knowing that the Hardings would be there. It was awful. And this thing that Joanne and Perry had for each other started all over again. They disappeared from the party, and someone said they were in the summer house by the swimming pool together. I knew there was going to be big trouble, so I went down to the summer house and dragged Perry home. I wanted to get him away before Russell got hold of him. Russ has got a terrible temper, you see. It nearly came to blows the first time, after the private detective. Well, we were here, hadn't been home more than 10 minutes. When the doorbell rings, I went to open the door, and there's Russell with a gun. He pushes me aside, comes in, and... Oh, you can see what he's done.
Yes, it's a bad business.
I never thought it would come to this. I always warned Perry of big trouble, but... I mean, who can foresee things like this? Russell came in like a maniac. I've never seen a man in such a state.
Well, Mrs. Brinkman, there's nothing we can do for your husband.
Yes, I realize that.
Have you any idea where Harding's gone?
No, he just walked out. I seem to remember hitting him on his back with my fist. He just walked out.
Did he come here in a car?
He must have done.
Did you perhaps go out onto the balcony and see him leave?
No, I tried to pull myself together, and I phoned you people.
I see. Have you got his address?
Let me see. Yes, it's 611. It's Tilbury Heights. Bruce Street, Hillbrow.
Bruce Street, Hillbrow. All right, Mrs. Brinkman. The constable will stay here with you while I go down to the car and report what's happened to the murder squad.
All right, got all that. We'll get hold of the district surgeon and pass it on to the Brixton murder squad. Over.
It seemed like a good idea for Maxwell and I to go to that address in Hillbrow. It's possible that he's pitched up there. Over.
All right. If you need help, just report in. Over.
Will do. Over and out.
1:10 a.m. An investigating officer has arrived at the scene of the crime, along with a detective sergeant and a detective constable. A doctor is there, too. As soon as he's able, Warrant Officer Pringle leaves the flat in Jeppy Street, along with Constable Maxwell. They descend to the street below and climb into squad car number 9.
Now, sir?
We've got a little call to make.
Are we going to the killer's flat, sir?
The alleged killer's flat. The man's innocent until he's proved guilty.
All right, sir. It's just a technicality. But there's an eyewitness, Mrs. Brinkman.
True. I don't think a judge and assessors will have much trouble reaching the same conclusion as you did. You see what happens when married couples start messing about.
Oh, I've seen it before, sir. But I've never been involved in such tragic consequences. Which street is it, sir?
Bruce Street.
Right, sir.
1:20 a.m. The policemen arrive at their destination, Tilbury Heights. Constable Maxwell is already heading for the entrance when he notices that the warrant officer is making for the basement.
No. We're going this way, through the garage. I want a word with the night watchman. He's over there, fast asleep. Come on, you. Wake up. Hey, wake up. Come on, sit up.
Oh, yes, boss.
There's a Mr. Harding lives in these flats. Do you know him?
Yes, I know him.
Uh-huh. Well, which is his car?
Just a minute, boss. Boss Harding is not here. He parks over there in bay number 13. He's not home yet.
Does he always park his car in the basement here?
Excuse me, boss.
I mean, does Boss Harding sometimes leave his car in the street, perhaps?
Maybe sometimes, sir. I don't know.
Has he been in here tonight?
No, sir.
Well, how do you know? You were fast asleep.
I'm always hearing the cars. He's definitely not been here.
All right. You can go back to sleep now. Come on, Maxwell. 6th floor for us. To the right. Next one. Just stand away from the peephole.
Right, sir. Trying the bell, sir.
Looks as though we're in luck, Maxwell.
Luck, sir?
Obviously hasn't been here yet.
Oh.
Now, you go down to the street and move the car. Right. Put it around the corner away from the front of the building and the entrance of the garage.
Right.
Then come back up here. If and when Mr. Harding does pitch up, he's going to find us waiting for him.
"1:30 a.m. Constable Maxwell, having parked the squad car out of sight, returns to the building to find Warrant Officer Pringle in the foyer, scanning the board bearing the names of the occupants of the flats.
Now, where the devil is it?
What are you looking for, sir?
The caretaker's flat.
Caretaker. There you are, sir. 118, first floor.
Good. Let's go up and wake him.
Yes, all right, I'm coming. Who is it?
Police.
There's never a minute's peace around this place. Police. So one thing, it's another. Trouble with the staff? Trespassing or something?
No, it's nothing like that, sir. The people in 611 have been involved in a shooting incident.
Is that so?
I'd like the key to 611, please.
What for?
Well, there's a chance that Harding will come back here. We want to be in the flat when he arrives, sir.
Not if I can help it.
Well, what do you mean, sir?
How do I know that you're telling the truth?
Oh, for goodness sakes.
How do I know you are who you say you are?
All right, you are. Here's my certificate of appointment, sir. See the photograph? That's me.
Yeah, it seems to be all right. But I'm not giving you the key.
But why not, sir?
Where's your warrant? You people can't just go bursting into other people's homes. Let me see your warrant.
You're being unreasonable, sir. Harding is a murder suspect. Anyway, we don't need a warrant.
Yes. I can't believe it. Altogether too nice for that sort of thing. Very nice people, the Hardings. Never any trouble.
Look, Mr.
Smithers.
Well, Mr. Smithers, give me the key to Harding's flat. We're not going to touch anything. I just want to be waiting for him when he arrives home.
No, I can't allow it. It's more than my job's worth.
Well, sir, you're being deliberately obstructive.
You're entitled to your opinion, of course.
All right, I'll just have to make other arrangements.
Yes, you do that. You know what your job entails, and it's the same with me.
Come on, Maxwell. Miserable old devil. We'll sit here on the fire escape. We can see everybody coming and going.
All right, sir. We do meet them, sir, don't we?
Yes, it takes all sorts to make a world, Maxwell. We'll just have to do it the hard way.
Oh, suits me, sir.
Ever sat on a fire escape before?
No, sir.
Well, you'll find it a numbing experience.
"2:20 a.m. The weather is decidedly chilly for February. Constable Maxwell is wishing that he had a jersey on under his tunic when they hear the approaching clatter of a woman's heels.
What do you bet this is Mrs. Harding?
I think so too, sir.
If she stops outside 611, then it's her for sure. Come on, Maxwell. Mrs. Harding?
Oh, you gave me such a shock.
Sorry, we're actually waiting for your husband.
Oh, I see. Why?
Where is he?
I don't know. What's been going on?
Isn't your husband with you, Mrs. Harding?
No, we were at a party together, but we left separately.
I see. What time did your husband leave the party?
Look, would you mind telling me what all this is about?
Is your husband with you? Downstairs, perhaps, parking the car?
No.
That's a pity. I'm afraid there's been some bad trouble, Mrs. Harding. Your husband shot and killed Mr. Brinkman earlier tonight.
He did what?
I'm afraid so.
But not Russell. He couldn't. He didn't care that much.
I've had the whole story from Mrs. Brinkman.
You're not pulling my leg, are you?
No, I'm afraid not.
Perry, dead. It's hard for me to... I think I'd like to sit down.
If you'll give me the key to the flat, I'll open it up for you.
I'm afraid I haven't got a key. I thought Russell would be home by this time.
No.
Well, we can't get in there. Russell's got the key.
I see.
Well, I'm going to have to sit somewhere. I don't feel at all well.
What about the caretaker, sir?
Yes, that's a good idea. You can get the pass key from him, Mrs. Harding. He's a crusty old devil. He wouldn't give it to us.
All right.
We'll go down together.
Well, I mean, it's a different matter giving it to you, Mrs. Harding. These men may be policemen, but they're strangers to me. And I have strict instructions from the agents. It's more than my job's worth.
Yes, all right, Mr. Smithers. The key, please.
I mean, all sorts of funny things happen these days. Could have been thieves in disguise.
The key, Mr. Smithers.
Yes. Here you are, then.
Thank you.
Sir?
Yes, what is it, Maxwell?
A man just got up in the lift, sir, to the 6th floor.
Did he see you?
No, sir.
What did he look like?
Medium height, stocky, dark, navy blue suit.
Wavy hair?
Yes.
That's Russell.
I think you'd better stay out of this, Mrs. Harding.
Why, what are you going to do?
We're going to arrest him, and he's got a gun.
You mean there's likely to be shooting?
That depends on your husband.
Do me a favor, please.
I will if I can.
If there's any trouble, call me. Let me talk to him.
All right. Come on, Maxwell.
2:30 a.m. The two police officers go up in the lift to the 6th floor. Silently and with great caution, they approach flat 611. The door is shut.
Who is it?
Police.
What do you want?
Silly question, Mr. Harding, under the circumstances.
I'm not coming out.
Now, don't make things any more difficult than they are already. Be sensible, man.
Brinkman had it coming. He only got what he deserved.
That's not for me to decide.
Yeah, he's been getting on with my wife. She's as bad as he is.
Yes, I know the whole story. I'd advise you to pack it up now.
They started again at the party tonight.
Come on, Harding. Be a sensible chap. Open the door.
Not on your life.
Then we're going to have to break it down.
I've got a gun here. Put your shoulder to that door and you've had it.
We've got guns too, you know, Harding, and there are two of us.
I don't care how many of you there are. Put your shoulder to that door and I'll shoot.
Sounds as if he means it, sir.
Yes, well, we'll soon see. Now, just get out of the line of fire. I'm going to bend down and thump the door with my fist at the bottom.
Right, sir.
We're coming in, Harding.
Well, I've told you what you can expect. You see, I'm not fooling around.
You're being a fool, man.
I've killed one man, so it doesn't matter now.
What do we do now, sir?
I think it's a job for the captain.
Did you receive all that, sir? Over.
Yes, I'll be over there right away. Over.
May I suggest, sir, that on your way here you pick up a canister or two of tear gas from the armory. You never know, sir. Over.
Yes, I'll do that. I'll be with you in about 15 minutes. Over.
Very good, sir. Over and out. And that's where he blasted us through the door, sir.
Tough cookie.
Yes, sir. His wife said that she'd like to talk to him.
Fine. Perhaps she'll succeed where we've failed.
Maxwell?
Sir?
Go down to the caretaker's flat and bring Mrs. Harding here.
Yes, sir.
Go on, Mrs. Harding. Talk to him.
Russ? Russell?
What do you want?
Oh, it's a terrible thing you've done to Perry.
Yeah, so what about what you and he have done to me?
Oh, well, I don't suppose it matters now.
You deserve what he got. Except that killing's too good for you.
Don't step in front of the door, Mrs. Harding.
You hear me?
Yes, I hear.
It was all happening again, wasn't it, eh? You were starting again.
Oh, Russ, please!
Come away, Mrs. Harding. That's enough. We're wasting our time.
Oh, don't hurt him. Please don't hurt him.
It's him. He's trying to hurt us.
But we can't help it. He's not himself. Oh, just let me talk to him a minute longer, please.
All right, once more. But keep away from the door. He wants to kill you, too.
Russ, please. Things are bad enough without making them any worse. I know it's my fault, but I couldn't help it.
I don't care what happens to me now. He's dead and gone, a swine.
So you're not going to listen to me?
Not a chance. You can go to the devil for all I care. After the way I loved you, I was prepared to understand the once. Forgive. Let bygones be bygones. But I'd always felt that you'd start again, given half a chance, and by heaven you did. Well, I hope you're happy with the outcome.
Well, I tried, Russ.
It's too late.
Leave it, Mrs. Harding. It's over to us now. Constable Maxwell will take you down to the caretakers until it's all over.
Come along, Mrs. Harding.
Now listen to me, Harding. If you don't come out and give yourself up, we're going to have to come in there after you.
Just try. I've got enough ammunition here to hold up an army.
Somebody's going to get hurt. It could well be you. You've shown us how cheaply you hold life now, but we can play it just as tough as you.
Yeah, that's just a lot of soft soap, just words. What are words compared to what I'm feeling?
Well, I give you due warning that I shall have my men break the door down and open fire on you. You can come out alive or dead. It's entirely up to you. I prefer that you stood trial.
No! No! No!
He's only got one shot left in that clip, sir.
We can't be sure of that. He says he has more ammunition. He may well have inserted a new clip.
So what do we do, sir?
Well, we'll have to smoke him out. This window here. What's in the window of?
One way to find out, sir. It's the bathroom, sir.
Now, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing?
One shot left, eh?
Yes, sir.
I may be on the way out, but I'll take you all with me.
Is the door to the bathroom open?
Yes, sir.
What does it lead on to?
A sort of passageway, sir.
Right. Return his fire. Drive him off, and I'll lob this canister of tear gas inside when I give the word.
Right, sir.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Right. Open fire. Here's the canister.
Tear gas, eh? Well, it'll need more than this to get me out.
The canister of tear gas bounces and rolls through the open door of the bathroom into the passageway from where Harding is covering the door of the flat and the window of the bathroom. Even before it stops rolling, the canister emits a white cloud of gas. It spreads rapidly, and it's not long before Harding has to resort to holding a handkerchief to his mouth and nose.
Come on, Harding. It's all over. You won't be able to stand that for more than a couple of minutes. Throw your pistol into the bath and come out with your hands up.
No, I don't.
All right, well, I'm in no hurry. Just want to save you a lot of pain and misery. I've got more. You can have that, too, if you want it.
All right. I'm coming out.
The gun, sir. His pistol. He hasn't done as you said.
Look out, here he comes. Once force moves, shoot him. Where's the gun, Harding?
Coming out to you.
Now pick up the gun, Constable. And put the cuffs on it, Mr. Pringle.
It'll be a pleasure, sir.
At his trial, evidence was led to show that Harding left the party at which his wife had misbehaved with Brinkman. He'd gone home, collected his pistol, and driven to the Brinkman flat in Jeppy Street. The judge decided that, due to extreme provocation, there were extenuating circumstances, and he sentenced Harding to life imprisonment.
They prowl the empty streets at night, waiting, in fast cars, on foot, living with crime and violence. These men are on duty 24 hours out of every 24. They face dangers at every turn, expecting nothing less. They protect the people of South Africa. These are the men of squad cars. Listen again next Friday evening to another authentic story in our dramatic South African police series, Squad Cars, brought to you by General Motors, makers of the biggest and most exciting range of cars, trucks, and commercial vehicles in the world. Cadillac, Buick, Oldsmobile, Pontiac, Beaumont, Chevrolet, Opel, Holden, Vauxhall, Bedford, GMC, and Ranger, South Africa's own car. Squad Cars. General Motors and their dealer organization throughout Southern Africa proudly bring you the drama, the danger, the thrills, and the facts when the long arm of the law travels in Squad Cars. The story you're about to hear is true. Details are supplied from the official case files by the South African police. Only names and places have been changed to protect innocent people involved.
.35 p.m. on the 23rd of October. Killarney, Johannesburg. Mrs. Sylvia Lowe dials the number of her husband's office. Impatiently, she waits to be put through.
Oh, come on, come on.
Hello?
Darling?
Yes, love, what is it?
It's Colleen, the baby.
What about her?
She hasn't come home.
What on earth are you talking about?
I sent Sarah up with Colleen this morning for a walk, just to give me time to have a bath and make myself presentable. Well, that was about 9:30. I told Sarah not to be too long, half an hour or so. Well, it's turned 12:30 now. Something's happened. I know it has.
.40 p.m. Dennis Lowe does his best to calm and comfort his distressed wife.
Look, try not to be so excited, darling.
I'm nearly out of my mind with worry.
I'm sure there's quite a logical explanation for what's happened.
But Sarah's never done this before. What can she be thinking of?
Where does Sarah usually go when she takes the baby for a walk?
Oh, down to the shopping centre, I should think. She likes to look at the shops and see some of her friends.
Well, why don't you go down there? Have a look for yourself.
Darling, can't you come? I'd feel so much better.
Heap of work on my desk. I'm snowed under.
Well, I would have thought that your child was much more important than a pile of papers. Don't you understand?
All right. Look, I'll meet you at the shopping centre in half an hour, outside the coffee bar.
Try and understand the way I feel.
Yes, all right. I'll see you just now.
Oh, there you are, darling. I'm sorry I'm late.
You said you'd be half an hour.
Yes, but it was the traffic. There was a storm in town. You know what Joburg drivers are like in the rain. They go mad.
And I've been going mad sitting here waiting for
Look,
you.
I'm sorry. Now, what's the news?
Well, I've walked up and down. I've asked everybody about Sarah and Colleen. I'm sure people think I'm crazy.
Now, look, just try and keep a hold of yourself, darling.
I am, but it's very difficult.
Now, wait. Sarah's never done this sort of thing before, has she?
Never. She's usually so reliable. That's what worries me. That's what makes me convinced something's wrong.
Well, 2 hours. I suppose you could say she's a little more than overdue.
I wonder if she's back at the flat now.
Why don't you go inside there and ask him if you can use the phone?
Yes.
I'll just take a quick look round in the meantime.
take another call?
Ah, help yourself.
Police, Constable Kellett speaking.
It's about my child. My nanny's disappeared with her.
What is your name, please?
Oh, my name's Mrs. Lowe.
And your address?
304 Camberwell Court, Killarney.
What street is that in, please?
3rd Street.
3rd Street. And what is your telephone number, please?
It's 973463.
And what's the name of your domestic servant?
Sarah. Sarah Makawani.
Have you any idea where they may be?
Well, they've been missing since about 10 o'clock. I thought that they might be in the Killarney shopping centre or hereabouts. And that's where I'm calling you from.
Right, we'll send a car right away. Are you going home, or will you stay at the shopping centre?
Well, there's no sense in going home. I've just phoned. The nanny's not there.
So where shall I send the car then?
Well, my husband and I are outside the coffee bar. Will it be long?
Matter of a few minutes, lady.
Thank you.
1:40 p.m. A squad car driven by Warrant Officer Lambert and crewed by Constable Becker and Bantu Constable Flamini arrives at the Killarney shopping centre. The policemen have no difficulty picking out the distressed couple.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You'll be Mr. Lowe.
That's right, yes. My wife, Sylvia.
Mrs. Lowe.
How do you do?
The nanny's been missing for how long now?
Since 9:30 this morning.
4 hours. How long's she been working for you?
Oh, well, since Colleen was born, 8 months.
And what's the nanny's name, please?
Sarah Makawani.
Have you scoured this area thoroughly?
Yes, we have. We've been all over the place.
Where would we find the nanny's friends?
Well, at the flats, I suppose. I didn't think of them.
Yes. Well, I think we'll pay them a little visit. We may pick up something.
2:08 p.m. Bantu Constable Flamini and Warrant Officer Lambert visit the servants' quarters in Camberwell Court. The Bantu Constable questions the people they find there at some length. Eventually, he turns to the Warrant Officer.
Well?
She has gone.
What do you mean she's gone?
She has been to collect her things, clothes, blankets, everything.
How long ago?
Just before lunch, about 12 o'clock.
Where's she gone to?
These other people they do not know.
Do they know where she lives?
They say she lives in Deep Cloth. That's where her mother and children are.
Have you got the address?
Yes, Zone 2, 2008. It's called Deepener Avenue.
Yes. Well, I think we'd better get over there. I suppose that's where she'll make for.
2:45 p.m. Having raced south past Baragwanath Hospital and swung off to the right, the squad car arrives in the township. It pulls up hard outside number 2008 Deepener Avenue. Bantu Constable Flamini jumps out of the car and races to the back of the house. Warrant Officer Lambert goes to the front door.
She was coming out of the back way. I said she would.
I'm not doing nothing. I don't want no trouble, Master.
Yes. Look, I don't want to fuss.
I don't
Where's
know
the
where
baby?
the baby is, Master.
Now, don't be silly. You're the child's nanny. You took the child out this morning, didn't you?
Yes, I did, Master, but I'm losing the baby.
Losing it? How did you manage that?
I don't know,
Now, look,
Master.
don't try my patience. Just be sensible and tell me what happened.
The madam, she told me to take the baby for a walk. I'm doing this nearly every morning, Master. I nearly always... I go to the shop. Most times I can find other girls to talk to, so I'm wanting cigarettes, so I leave the baby in the pram outside the shop. I'm going into the shop, and when I get the cigarettes, I'm coming out again. The baby, she's gone. I'm looking all over, Master.
When you came out of the shop, the pram was gone, eh?
No, not the pram, Master, the baby.
So where's the pram?
I'm leaving it in the garage, Master, the basement of Kimberwell Court.
Oh, why didn't you tell the madam what had happened?
I was too frightened, Master. The madam, she would have been too cross.
Yes, well, you could have saved everybody a lot of time and trouble.
Are you going to arrest me,
No, I'm
Master?
not going to arrest you, but I'm taking you back to the madam's place. I want to check on your story.
Oh.
If it's true, you may be able to help us.
Please don't take me back, Master. The madam, she will be too cross.
You've been very stupid, but come on. Clamini, put her in the car.
The squad car returns to town to Camberwell Court. The distressed mother and father are there to meet it.
We found the pram. The watch boy found it in the basement.
Yes, Mrs. Lowe. There's nothing to be excited about, I'm afraid. We know about the pram. Your nanny put it there.
Oh, madam, I'm so sorry, madam. I'm too ashamed,
I should think you are. Where's my baby?
You see, Master, I'm telling you, the madam will be to crawl.
Well, imagine if it was your child.
Yes, madam, I too would be worried. I'm sorry, madam.
I don't think she's to blame, Mrs. Lowe.
How can you say that? The child was in her care.
Well, it could have happened to anybody. She was in a shop buying cigarettes. It happened in a moment or
Look,
two.
is it money they want? They're the kidnappers.
Oh, well, if it is, you'll soon know about it. Are you a wealthy man, Mr. Lowe?
Comfortably off, I suppose. I don't think we can be called wealthy by any stretch of the imagination.
Yes, I see. Well, I think I'd better report this to the CID. And the sooner, the better.
The brigadier in charge of the CID on the Witwatersrand hands the case to Lieutenant Stain, who immediately goes out to Camberwell Court. Warrant Officer Lambert puts him in the picture.
And we've been riding around with Mr. and Mrs. Lowe ever since. We've been everywhere.
It's a nasty business.
Where will you start, sir?
You can take me down to the shopping centre, to the shop where the nanny bought the cigarettes. We leave Constable Becker and Bounty Constable Flamini here. Becker can stay in the flat, and Flamini had better watch the basement, just in case.
All right, sir. I'll go and arrange it.
I'll join you downstairs in the car in a minute. I want to arrange something with headquarters.
Brigadier Rates.
Lieutenant Stein, sir.
What's the score?
I've just acquainted myself with all the facts, sir. It's occurred to me that if it is a kidnapping, the kidnappers will film. Now, with your permission, sir, I'd like a monitoring service arranged. A full-time tap so that the source of the call can be traced if and when it comes through.
I'll have it arranged immediately. Let me know how the rest of the investigation goes.
Very good, sir. Good afternoon. Police, Lieutenant Stein.
The Metropolis. What can I do for you?
This nanny says that you served her with cigarettes this morning.
Oh, yes, I remember. She bought expensive cigarettes.
For the weekend, Master. I always buy expensive cigarettes for the weekend.
It was between 9:30 and 10 this morning.
Yes?
Did you happen to notice a baby in a pram outside the shop?
No, very busy here. Shop always full of people. No time for looking outside. Too much rush.
I see.
Go ask the dress shop. Not so busy there.
I think I'll ask at all the shops in this area. Somebody may have seen something.
I'm sorry. We've been decorating in the back. As you can see, there's paint and wallpaper everywhere.
There are babies going by in prams every hour of the day. They all look alike to me.
What a tragedy. I wish I could help you, but I wasn't aware of anything untoward at all.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did. And I didn't think anything of it at the time. I saw the baby sitting up in the pram. A navy blue pram, isn't that right?
That's it, yes.
Yes, well, then I see a woman come and undo the buckles, pick the baby up and go back the way she came. I didn't think anything of it.
This woman who picked up the baby, was she young or old? Pretty, ugly, fat or thin?
Well, not too old. Maybe getting on for 30. She had dark hair. And she was wearing a coat. Brown, I think.
And which way did she go?
To the right of my shop, towards the hardware store.
Well, that's not much, but it's a start.
Lieutenant Stain's informant is a jeweler. He's the only link between the baby and the woman who took it out of its pram. The lieutenant's inquiries take him to every business in the Killarney complex, but to no avail. And it's late that night when he reports to the brigadier.
And that's all I've managed to come up with, sir. A vague description of a woman.
Well, there have been no phone calls demanding ransom.
Perhaps it'll come through the post, sir.
That may well be the case. In the meantime, while we're waiting for any possible kidnap developments, I think it would be a good idea if we sent out a squad of men checking on chemists in the immediate Killarney vicinity. That baby has to be fed. We'll ask for reports on any new customers wanting baby food, soap, powder, nappy pins, that sort of thing. Better check supermarkets, too.
And she hasn't got a pram for it, sir. There may be something there.
Very possible. Talking of prams, did you have the pram checked for fingerprints?
I'm about to see to that now, sir.
Good. Have you got transport? Somebody to help you?
Yes, sir. Warrant Officer Lambert asked if he could lend a hand.
Good. Get cracking. Now, don't hesitate to phone me at home if anything crops up that I should know about.
Right, sir.
Lieutenant Stain checks the pram and its harness for fingerprints, belonging to anyone other than Mrs. Lowe and the nanny, Sarah Makwani. A clear thumbprint is found, and then begins the long process of checking thousands of index cards in records at divisional headquarters, a process which takes most of the night. At his morning press conference, the Brigadier gives the story to the newsmen gathered in his office.
Morning, gentlemen. Sit down, make yourselves comfortable. I need your help, gentlemen. A baby was stolen yesterday in Killarney, the shopping centre there. Its name is Colin Lowe. The parents are Mr. and Mrs. Dennis Lowe of Camberwell Court, Killarney. The child was with its nanny, and a young woman in a brown coat was seen to remove the child from its pram and walk off with it. Now, that was yesterday. Yesterday morning between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. Through various media available to you, I would like to appeal to the public for their help. If anyone is aware of the sudden acquisition of a child under circumstances which can be regarded as suspicious in any way, I'll be more than obliged if you would phone me personally. I think you're aware of my telephone number.
Is it a kidnapping, Brigadier?
Well, it's possible. But it's been our experience that kidnappers don't usually wait very long before contacting the source of money. But we haven't ruled out that possibility. Now, I'd be obliged if you wouldn't bother Mrs. Lowe. She's taken it very badly. Deal with me. The same goes for your readers and listeners.
It's not long before the Brigadier is inundated with many calls about suspicious behavior on the part of neighbors, etc.
I'm sure I've heard a baby crying. The walls are very thin here.
All right. You can rest assured the matter will be investigated.
And I've never liked the look of her since I've been here. There's nappies everywhere.
Thank you very much. We'll look into it.
She had a baby on her when she handed me the keys. Said it was her sister's.
Somebody will be calling on you to check on that.
Good afternoon. Lieutenant Stain, police.
Good afternoon. It's about the baby.
Yes.
I'm sure it's her.
Can you give me the details?
Well, her name is Mrs. Wagner. Strange woman. Can't blame her for that, I suppose. She had a bad time with her husband. He shot her and shot himself. Well, it must have been, more than a year ago now. Happened here in a room she had, and she lost the baby.
Which baby?
Well, her baby. She was pregnant, see. He shot her and killed the baby.
Oh, yes, Wagner, that's right. He would have been up for murder. He shot himself on a mine dump just outside Germiston.
That's right, yeah. Ooh, she was in a bad way, Mrs. Wagner, for weeks. But eventually she recovered. But she's always a bit strange after that. Understandable, I suppose.
She lived here all alone?
Yeah.
Never had visitors or friends?
No.
How does she support herself?
She was a nurse.
Yes. That would explain how she was in Killarney at that time and not at work.
Well, I'm sorry.
No. Just thinking aloud. When did she move out?
3 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Just come to me, paid what she owed me, and give me the keys. Oh, and she had the baby too, see?
That was the day it happened, the 23rd. What about her furniture?
Didn't have none. Her room's all furnished.
Did she have a suitcase?
Yeah.
A big one?
Well, she got 2 cases, as a matter of fact.
How did she manage them and a baby?
Well, she took a taxi. I carried the cases down for her.
Do you know where she was going?
I ain't got the foggiest if she didn't say.
And did you hear the taxi driver?
No.
What about the relatives?
Well, I wouldn't know. I've never met any. Never heard of any.
Now tell me, where does she work?
Up at the hospital.
What's her first name?
Joan, that's it. Joan Wagner.
I think she's the one.
Oh, what makes you so sure?
The things you've told me. I asked you if she had any relatives. You said there were none that you knew of. They never came here. And yet she told you the baby was her sister's.
Lieutenant. Keep it short. I've got an awful lot on my plate today. Hospital's always the same after the weekends.
One of your staff is a Mrs. Joan Wagner.
Yes?
I'd like to have a word with her.
So would I.
Meaning?
She hasn't been to work for 3 days.
I see. Now, do me a favor. If she turns up, give me a ring at this number.
I think your best bet is to get hold of the taxi driver. They'll have a record of the call.
Right, sir.
Sounds as if you're on the right track.
It was on the 23rd, a Thursday.
About what time was it?
It was in the afternoon, just before 3 o'clock.
And what was the address?
Mirabelle Mansions, Joubert Park.
That's in Wanderer Street, isn't it?
That's it.
Just hang on a sec. I'll look it up here. Here we are.
What?
I've no record of where the fare went to, but the driver was Benny Schneier.
Now, where do I find him?
Oh. You know the Rankin von Brander Street? Next to the Supreme Court there?
Yes?
He's always there.
Thanks.
Anytime.
Here's Benny now.
Mr. Schneier?
That's it. There, too.
That depends.
On what?
On how good your memory is.
You a cop?
That's it.
What's up?
It was in the papers over the weekend. Stolen baby.
Oh, yes. Nasty business.
I think you had it in your camp.
Never.
I think so. Thursday afternoon, getting on for 3 o'clock. You picked up a fare in Joubert Park, Mirabelle Mansions. Woman and a baby, 2 suitcases.
Oh, yes. That's right, yes. There was a fuss about the cases. One case I carried for nothing. 2 cases is extra, and she didn't want to pay the extra.
Where did you take her?
Let me see. Yeah, that's it. Soper Road, the hotel, the country.
Sure?
I'm positive.
You got yourself a fare. Let's go.
Lieutenant Staines' destination turns out to be a seedy place that has seen better days. Its predominant color is brown, and its effect on most people is depressing. The lieutenant pays off Benny Schneier and runs up the steps into the hotel's shabby foyer. He's greeted by a porter.
Yes, please.
Who's in charge here?
It's Mrs. Pastrana, when she's here.
And when she's not?
Well, then it's me. What can I do for you?
I'm a police officer.
There's no trouble here. Always very quiet.
I'm looking for a woman with a baby. Mrs. Wagner.
Wagner?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't think we got a Wagner here.
Let me see your register.
Wagner? No, I don't remember that one.
Let me have a look.
When did she book in?
Last Thursday.
Only 3 people arrive on Thursday. See?
Yeah, Ortega, Middleton, Pretorius. Mrs. J. Pretorius.
She has got a baby.
Where is she?
She's in room 24, ground floor in the back.
Thanks.
You won't find her there.
Why not?
Because she have gone out.
With the baby?
Oh, yes.
Where did she go?
Oh, that I don't know. She doesn't say much, that missus.
Room 24?
That's correct, yes.
Getting on for 5 o'clock that afternoon, the woman of room 24 returns to the hotel and asks for her key. She's come back with the baby in a pram. The porter gives her key, and she pushes the pram along to her room.
Here we are, my baby. Home with Mummy. You've got a nice new pram now. See? Makes everything nice and easy.
Good evening. I have reason to believe you, Mrs. Wagner.
The smiling face above the pram is suddenly whitewashed with fear, and the woman straightens up to face Lieutenant Stain.
What are you doing in my room?
I'm a police officer. I'm very anxious to have a chat with you.
You call me Wagner. I'm Pretorius.
I don't think so.
I'm just staying here for a day or two till I go to join my husband in the Free State.
The mother's been very anxious about the baby.
It's my baby. Do you hear? Nobody's going to take her away from me again. I lost her for a long time, but now that we're together again, it's another story, see?
You're not well, Mrs. Wagner.
I am well. Don't you come here telling me how to live my life. I don't need you.
I'll go and phone somebody.
Who are you going to phone?
The most anxious person in Johannesburg. The baby's mother.
It turned out that due to the traumatic experience she'd undergone while awaiting the birth of her own child, Joan Wagner's mind had become unhinged, and the situation was aggravated by the fact that she was a drug addict. She was ordered to be detained at a mental institution for observation, where it was subsequently discovered that she could not be held responsible for her actions.
They prowl the empty streets at night, waiting, in fast cars, on foot, living with crime and violence. These men are on duty 24 hours out of every 24. They face dangers at every turn, expecting nothing less. They protect the people of South Africa. These are the men of squad cars. Listen again next Friday evening to another authentic story in our dramatic South African police series, Squad Cars. Brought to you by General Motors, makers of the biggest and most exciting range of cars, trucks, and commercial vehicles in the world. Cadillac, Buick, Oldsmobile, Pontiac, Beaumont, Chevrolet, Opel, Holden, Vauxhall, Bedford, GMC, and Ranger, South Africa's own car. Squad Cars. General Motors and their dealer organization throughout Southern Africa proudly bring you the drama, the danger, the thrills, and the facts when the long arm of the law travels in Squad Cars. The story you're about to hear is true. Details are supplied from the official case files by the South African police. Only names and places have been changed to protect innocent people involved. A.m. on the 20th of November, Bodley House, Bree Street, Johannesburg. Mr. Oscar Lipman, a manufacturing jeweler, enters the foyer of the building carrying a briefcase. He walks to the lift and presses the button to call it. A young, well-dressed man follows him from the street.
Morning. Good morning. Looks like it's going to set into rain earlier than usual today. Yes. Which floor? Fifth. Right. You're going to give me that bag quietly, or do I have to get rough? What you talking? The bag. You're getting lost. Give me the bag and quick. Take the hands off me. It's going to register with you just now that I mean business. Shut up.
11:22 a.m. The young man grabs the briefcase from Mr. Lipman's outstretched hand on the floor of the lift. The lift stops at the 5th floor. The young man quickly stabs the button marked G with his forefinger, and the lift descends to the ground floor. The moment it arrives and the lift doors open, the young man springs out, colliding with a girl.
Hey! Some people have got the manners of pigs. Help me, somebody.
Yes, of course it does.
Oh, please. There's a man in the lift here on the floor. He doesn't seem very well. There's blood and everything.
name's Deal. I'm the manager of Lipman's Manufacturing Jewelers at Bodley House, Bree Street. My boss has just been attacked in the lift. He was carrying a briefcase containing a parcel of diamonds. It seems to have been a young man who was in the lift with him.
All right, we'll send someone immediately.
11:40 a.m. A constable on a motorcycle arrives at the scene of the crime. He's told by the girl that the young man with the briefcase has left the building and turned right in the direction of Twist Street. The motorcyclist spends some time searching the streets in the vicinity for anyone answering the vague description he's been provided with. His search is fruitless, and he reports back to control that it's obviously a case for the robbery squad. It becomes another assignment for Lieutenant Dirk Labaskachny.
How to do, Lieutenant?
Oh, Mr. Dio. Where's the man who was assaulted? What's his name?
Mr. Lipman. We had to rush him to hospital. We couldn't get him to come round.
Oh, don't like the sound of that. What are his injuries?
He'd been hit in the face. He was bleeding from the mouth, and there's a big bruise above his left cheekbone.
Any news from the hospital?
Not so far.
How much are the diamonds worth?
15,000 rand.
Was he bringing them here?
Yes.
Where from?
The Diamond Exchange, Liverpool Street. It's only a short walk from here.
Was such a purchase a regular routine?
Mr. Lipman went once a month. Never at the same time, never on the same day of the week.
Why didn't he have a security service deliver them?
He was very stubborn about that. He didn't think the expense was justified over such a short distance.
How many people work here?
There are 9 of us, including the delivery boy.
Mr. Deal, who knew? Who could have known what Mr. Lipman was doing today?
Well, he told me.
Nobody else?
Definitely not.
Well, somebody knew what he had in that case. Mr. Deal, where's the girl who found him?
She's through the back there. She wasn't looking so perky herself after all, so I told Moses to make her a cup of tea.
Thanks, Mr. Deal. Good morning.
Good morning.
Feeling better?
Yes, much better, thank you.
Nasty shock for you.
How is he? Any news?
Not yet.
Oh, shame. Well, I was coming here to have my engagement ring changed. It's too big for me, you see, too loose. I was afraid of losing it. My fiancé got it here last week. It was a surprise for the weekend. I nearly died when I saw the mess in the lift. I didn't know it was Mr. Lipman. I'd never met him before, you see, but Ronnie said that I should see him. Of course, when the cleaner downstairs said it was Mr. Lipman from 7, I knew right away.
You saw the man who did it?
Oh, it must have been him. There was nobody else in the lift, and he was carrying a case. He was in a tearing hurry. He nearly knocked me over.
What's your name, please?
Penny Shaw.
Shaw. Address, please?
153 Conrad Drive, Blackgowrie.
Blackgowrie. Good. Now, how much of this man did you see?
Oh, dear, I knew you were going to ask me that. I've been trying to remember. I got the impression that he was young and good-looking, on the dark side.
Would you recognize him again, say, from a photograph or so?
Not sure. He bumped me, you see. I recovered in time to see him going out into the street.
Tall, short, fat or thin?
Medium height, I should say. Seemed to have a nice build, good clothes, neat haircut. That's about all I can tell you.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Sergeant.
Bad news on the fingerprints front, sir. Found great matching impressions on the G button and on the 7th floor button in the lift.
Now, what's bad about that?
They turned out to be the cleaners, sir. Joshua Mkwanazi.
Blast.
That's not quite how I expected, sir.
I can imagine.
Some information for you, Lieutenant. It might help. I've been on to the Diamond Exchange. The parcel purchased by Mr. Lipman was an assorted lot. The stones ranged in size from 2 carats down to diamond chips. They were all in a small humor bag with drawstrings. It's a bag Mr. Lipman always used.
Thank you, Mr. Deal. Nothing to help us there, either. Not much anyway.
I just thought you'd like to know.
Yes, thank you. My colleague and I are just going downstairs. If there's any more news of Mr. Lipman, we won't be very far away.
Right. Lieutenant Labaskachny and his colleague, Detective Sergeant Gibson, go down to the street.
He shot out of the building and turned right, according to the girl. Now, perhaps some of these businesses in the vicinity have someone who saw something. They're worth a try anyway. You take the chemist and the furniture shop. I'll try the florist and the gents outfitters.
No, I'm sorry. If I spend my time gazing into the street, I'd never get anything done.
A young man with a case? Sounds like a traveler. You've seen one traveler, you've seen them all.
I was in the back. We had a big order to prepare for a funeral. We only came through for custom.
Yes, I think I did.
Now, what makes you think so?
Well, close to our business. I saw this new line going by. It's the casual exec from Freeman's. Only came on the market last week. Lovely set. 40 regular, navy blue pinstripe. They're very much in, you know.
No, I didn't know. Anything else about him? Did you see where he went?
Jumped a bus on the corner going up the hill.
Did you see his face?
No, just from the back. Very narrow in the hip he was. Soft Italian shoes and a pale blue shirt.
But I thought you only saw him from the back.
Well, I could see his collar. Looked like a delta cutaway. 15.5-inch neck.
You're very observant.
I am when I want to be.
Can you give me some indication of outdoor he is?
5'11" or 6'1", I'd say. Very nice haircut, too. Shaped and cut square at the back.
Well, it's possible that we'll be in touch with you again.
Glad to oblige.
Oh, what is the name, please?
Cyril Frankel.
Much obliged, Mr. Frankel.
Sending Detective Sergeant Gibson to the hospital for news of Mr. Lipman, Lieutenant Lamascagni goes to talk to a municipal inspector at the bus terminus.
It was just after 11:20 from all accounts. Now, one of your buses was going up the hill. Which would it be and where would it be going?
Let's have a look here. Cyril D. He'll be in the terminus here in about 10 minutes. Over here. What's this? Police.
Oh, why? What's the charge?
Come on, man. Don't mess about.
I want to tell you here now, I'm not guilty, eh?
This is Lieutenant Lamascagni, Brixton Robbery Squad.
How's it?
I think you could help us with an investigation we're pursuing. Now, on your way out of town this last run...
Yeah?
Do you remember a young fellow jumping aboard at the corner of Bree Street?
Yeah. Cocky little devil. Gave me a hard time because I didn't have change for 10 rand. I wouldn't take it and just made him get off at the next stop.
Where was he going?
Only to the top of the hill, so I figured it wouldn't hurt him to walk anyway.
Was this a good-looking youngster carrying a briefcase?
Yeah.
A smart suit, a blue shirt.
Yeah, that's it.
You get a good look at his face.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was about as close to me as you are now. He had dark hair, almost black, brown eyes, and a mouth full of teeth.
Now, how old would you say?
Around about 23.
When can you go down to John Foster Square to our records department?
What for?
I want you to look at some photographs.
Okay. Well, I'll be off at about 3 this afternoon.
Right. I'll tell them to expect you. Go and see Captain Opperman. Ask for him at the CID offices.
Lieutenant Lamascagni then goes to the hospital. He finds Detective Sergeant Gibson hovering near the casualty ward.
Good afternoon, sir.
Oh, what's the latest on Mr. Lipman?
Bad news, I'm afraid, sir. The old boy's had a stroke.
On duty in the casualty ward explains to Lieutenant Lamascagni the injury sustained by Mr. Lipman.
The blow he sustained to the left temple must have been particularly vicious. Ruptured an artery, causing hemorrhage into the brain. A thrombus has formed in the blood vessel supplying the internal capsule of the brain.
Sounds grim. Doctor, what's the upshot of it all?
There's more or less complete paralysis in the right side of the body. That's bad enough. He's also lost the ability to speak.
Is he going to live?
No, I can't tell you that. Time will tell.
Is he conscious?
Yes. I suppose you want to talk to him.
If possible. Though, I don't see how, under the circumstances.
Oh, he may be able to write for you.
With his left hand?
Possible.
But how on earth am I going to be able to ask him questions on that basis?
You could ask him questions which require yes or no as answers.
No, that's true.
Would you like me to come in and help you?
Thanks, sir. That might be a help, Doctor.
Mr. Lipman, these gentlemen are police officers. They're investigating your case. They're going to ask you one or two questions. If the answer is no, will you lift one finger of your left hand? Mm-hmm. And if the answer is yes, clench your fist. You do that? Good. He's all yours, Lieutenant.
Thank you. Mr. Lippman, I'm sorry about what's happened. We're doing our best to catch up with the youngster concerned. Is he anybody you've seen before?
One finger.
Was he a tall, good-looking youngster? Dark, well-dressed?
Clenching his fist.
Mr. Lippman, would you be able to recognize him if you saw him again?
He says yes.
Do you think you were followed from the diamond exchange?
Fist again?
Could he have known what you had in the briefcase?
Finger. Fist. I think he means he doesn't know.
You see, Mr. Lippman, I'm trying to establish some sort of link between you and the exchange, or between you and your employees.
He says no, vigorously.
You consider your employees to be above suspicion?
He says yes.
Did the man speak to you at all?
Yes, again.
Was he South African?
No.
Was he British?
Yes.
How are we getting there? All right, Mr. Lippman. I won't tire you with any more questions just now. Now, if anything occurs to you that you think may be valuable to us, just get hold of the doctor here. You know where to find me.
The next day, Lieutenant Labuschagne goes to see the head of the CID on the Witwatersrand.
And that's all we've got, sir. Despite further investigations, the trail's ended.
What about an identikit photograph for the newspapers?
I'd welcome it, sir. Somebody somewhere may be able to help us.
Under the guidance of Mr. Oscar Lippman, a composite photograph is arranged of cards illustrating different hairstyles and hairlines, ears, eyes, noses, and mouths, chins and jawlines in different shaped faces. When Mr. Lippman is satisfied that a reasonable facsimile of his assailant's face has been composed, the result is photographed, and the photograph is distributed to newspapers throughout the country, with an appeal that anyone knowing of the whereabouts of such a man should contact Lieutenant Labuschagne, telephone number 354-114.
Lieutenant Labuschagne? Oh, yes. I'm trying to see your dog, did he? That's a what? Oh, a Chihuahua. Well, I won't worry. I suppose he's big enough to look after himself. Lieutenant Labuschagne. I see. Yes, that's understandable. Yeah. Well, next time he tries to pinch your knee in the bicycle, you just call him Nasherette. Lieutenant Labuschagne. Yes. And, what's the address? Oh, well, thank you. And what makes you so sure it's the man we're after? Oh, well, because he's growing a beard. In 2 days. Lieutenant Labuschagne.
Lester, that picture in the paper.
Yes?
He snatched a briefcase, didn't he?
Yes.
I'm sure he was out our way yesterday afternoon.
And, where's your way?
The Witkoppen. We found pigs here. Now, it was after 4. I just slipped up to the house to have tea with my missus.
Well, it looks like nice rain cooking up for the south, Mummy, eh?
Let's hope so, Dad. Cool things down a bit. Who's the visitor?
Huh? What visitor?
Down there by the road.
I didn't see him.
Oh, well, I wouldn't worry. I thought he was waiting for you.
Is he lighting a fire there?
Yes, looks like it.
A cheeky devil. Oh, well, I'll go and fix it.
Don't be long, Daddy. Your tea will be spoiled.
Yeah, he ran away when he saw me coming. He jumped into a red sports car.
Registration number?
Well, now you got me there. I was so concerned with what he was burning, I never thought to look.
Here it is, Arthur.
Thanks. This is Lieutenant Labuschagne, by the way.
Hello.
How do you do, Mrs. de Kock?
You see, it's a briefcase. I was able to pull it off before it was damaged too much. Is that what you're looking for?
Lieutenant Labuschagne puts the scorched briefcase into a plastic sample packet, and he takes it to the hospital where Mr. Lippman identifies the case as being his. The brigadier advises Lieutenant Labuschagne to take it to the Bureau of Standards in Pretoria for intensive examination. In a matter of hours, a laboratory technician is able to tell the police officer the results of the examination and analysis.
Well, as you'd imagine, there was plenty of carbon about, the result of the fire. There was a bent staple inside and some small fragments of good quality paper and traces of schmaltz.
Schmaltz?
They're chicken fat.
Oh.
Perhaps somebody was taking sandwiches to work.
Oh, possibly Mr. Lippman. Yes, go on.
The house dust, which leads me to something rather unusual. Sawdust, Rhodesian teak with traces of varnish.
Was the wood varnish?
Yes, there was a preponderance of varnish in the small sample at my disposal. I don't know whether that's significant or not.
Varnished Rhodesian teak? Sawdust? Where the devil did that come from?
Rhodesian teak is commonly used for flooring. You know, for parquet.
Yeah, that might explain the varnish, but how did it come to be sawdust?
Oh, that's your job, not mine.
Were the samples clean, new, is that the word I'm seeing?
You mean, did it become sawdust recently?
That's it.
I'd say yes to that, within the last day or two, possibly a week.
Upon his return to Johannesburg, Lieutenant Labuschagne, in company with Detective Sergeant Gibson, visits firms whose speciality is parquet flooring.
And sanding. Now, this is a map of Hillbrow and Berea. Now, the man we're looking for seems to be heading for this point here. Now, he was on a bus. He asked to be put off at the bus stop. Now, this is only a hunch, but we've nothing else to work on. It's likely that he lives within half a mile of this point. We'll use the bus stop as center for a radius of half a mile. I want to know if your firm has undertaken any floor sanding in this area, in a private house, flats, a boarding house, or an hotel, within the last week or 10 days or so.
The lieutenant puts the same proposition and question to 8 firms before he gets a break.
Yes, Canberra Heights. It's in Cottler Street and the Berea end, I remember. We did all the flats out recently. Sanded the floors. The owner's renovating, wants to put the rents up.
Who can I talk to there?
Oh, let me see. Yes. Our contact was a Mrs. De Beer. She's the caretaker.
Yeah, I'm Mrs. De Beer. What's the trouble?
Mrs. De Beer, how many flats are there in this building?
Oh, there's 100 altogether.
I believe you had all the floors sanded recently?
Yeah, that's right. I only finished yesterday.
Are the floors Rhodesian teak?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they are. What's this all about?
Do any of your tenants look like this, Mrs. De Beer?
Dear, let me think now. Yeah, Mr. Prentice. He's in 206.
Does he drive a red sports car?
Yeah. What's he been up to?
Is he in at the moment?
No, at least I don't think so. I was in the basement not 5 minutes ago, and his car wasn't there then.
Is he at home during the day a lot?
Yes.
But doesn't he work?
Oh, he works in some restaurant or other, only at nights. Seems to do very well for himself.
I see. Come on, Sergeant. We'll wait in the basement.
It's 25 to 6 when the red sports car turns into the basement garage.
Mr. Prentice.
That's right.
We have reason to believe that you can assist us with our investigations into an assault and robbery case.
Me? You must be making some mistake.
Oh, possibly, but I must ask you to accompany us.
Why? Where to?
Hillbrow Police Station.
What for?
To attend an identification parade.
Is this going to take long?
Oh, 10 or 15 minutes.
Well, I'm due at work at 6:30.
Oh, this is much more important than that, Mr. Prentice. I'm sure your employers will understand when you explain.
All right, but you're barking up the wrong tree, that's for sure.
Oh, I'll risk it. Sergeant.
Yes, sir?
Lay on an identification parade, 10 or a dozen men. I'm going to get the hospital to let us have Mr. Lippman in a wheelchair.
Right, sir. All right, settle down, please. Line up.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Lippman, I'm going to push you along the line here. If you see anyone resembling the man who assaulted you in the lift on the 20th, I want you to touch him with your left hand. Now, don't be alarmed. There's nothing for you to worry about. Here we go. Not this one, eh? Oh, this one. Number 3 is in the clear. And 4. What's the matter? You want me to stop? This one?
Ridiculous.
If you're innocent, Mr. Prentice, you've nothing to fear.
I'm a peaceable citizen. I came to this country to get on with carving a decent career for myself.
Come along, Mr. Prentice.
Where are we going?
To your flat. We've reason to believe that you've a parcel of diamonds in your possession.
Diamonds? I've never heard anything so daft in all my life. What would I be doing with diamonds?
Yes, all right, Mr. Prentice. That'll do. This way.
Lieutenant Labuschagne and Detective Sergeant Gibson go with Prentice to Canberra Heights. They enter the lift in the basement.
Which floor?
10th.
Right. Now, which one's yours?
One on the end.
Right. Hey, wait a minute. Mrs. De Beer said you were in 206.
Bright, aren't you?
Hey! Grab him, Sergeant! Grab him, Sergeant! He's going to jump!
Having tricked the police officers into going up to the 10th floor, Prentice suddenly ran for the glassed-in parapet. His end was spectacular, to say the least. He dived through the glass and fell to the street below. And thus ended a life of crime which had begun when Prentice was in school in England. At the time of his death, he was actually wanted in connection with an armed robbery in Birmingham. He lived by his wits, and being short of money and having to meet some pressing gambling debts, he waited outside the diamond exchange until someone emerged carrying a briefcase. His victim was Mr. Oscar Lippmann, who incidentally recovered almost completely. He now lives on the Natal South Coast in premature retirement with his wife. The parcel of diamonds was recovered intact.
They prowl the empty streets at night, waiting, in fast cars, on foot, living with crime and violence. These men are on duty 24 hours out of every 24. They face dangers at every turn, expecting nothing less. They protect the people of South Africa. These are the men of squad cars. Listen again next Friday evening to another authentic story in our dramatic South African police series, Squad Cars, brought to you by General Motors, makers of the biggest and most exciting range of cars, trucks, and commercial vehicles in the world. Cadillac, Buick, Oldsmobile, Pontiac, Beaumont, Chevrolet, Opel, Holden, Vauxhall, Bedford, GMC, and Ranger, South Africa's own car.